Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Halloween! Here we go. Let's get this out of the way. Here we go. There's my costume. How you guys doing? I want to thank Scoots and Dog Knight for the resub. Scoots at 65 months, happy Halloween, and Dog Knight at 14 months, appreciate it. Favorite Murloc is annual, well, biannual? I feel like I wear this about twice a year. Murloc Hazel. What tea you drinking? Made a really good banana nut muffin herbal blend earlier. Oh, fancy. I have orange pekoe tea. You know, Tetley. Not very fancy. Might wake me up though, which is good because it's not our normal stream time. It's 1 o'clock. And normally in the afternoon I get sleepy, so I'm boosting. Happy Halloween. Losing progression swapping covenants. Your renown will stay. The only thing I would worry about is if you have any like in progress covenant quests. Those I couldn't speak for, but all the major stuff you should be fine. Happy Halloween, everybody. I want today to do a few things. I want to do my daily headless horseman. I'm feeling, well, am I feeling lucky? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll do it and then we'll see if we're feeling lucky. I want to do some tricky treating once we've got the treats from that. I want to go fly around for more to get up to 100 to purchase the final thing I need off the vendors. And maybe get into some delves because it's delve bonus week. And my next retail kind of goal, and really the last retail goal that I have for the season, is to get, whatchamacallit here, we'll just queue up for this. Start off strong. I want to get Bran leveled, I want to get the Delver's Journey finished, and then I want to maybe tackle Double Question Kaveza. So to prepare for that, I want to work through some 11 delves to get some Gilded Crests. I want to just kind of get Bran moseying on up in general. I think my Bran is... Let me see. He is currently 93, so, you know, coming along. And I think he'll get extra XP this week. I also shouldn't have any trouble finishing the journey, given that I'm almost there. That should be all good, but we'll start with this. Need a caffeine boost for later. Have a Halloween party to go to, and I'm a recluse, so, yeah. I feel ya. We had some tradespeople here this morning for a while, and I do kind of my classic awkward thing of like being semi-available but not hovering, which involves kind of just lingering in general open areas, kind of trying to look busy without being so busy that I couldn't put it down if something comes up, which means that I got all my dishes put away and then just kind of read the Wikipedia article for mold for a while. Let's leave this group and we'll open our pumpkin. Try for the man. Every day didn't get it, so sad. What time? I'm gonna check and see what time it ends tomorrow. Just in case there's like one more chance after today. It looks like it ends tomorrow at 10 a.m. So there might, or 11 a.m. So there might be a window, although if you're working that could be a problem. It is Saturday. After daily reset before the event ends. Any moldy facts you can share? The main thing I wanted to know was what is mold, because I wanted to know if it was fungus, and the answer is yes, with the exception of some things that are not true molds, like slime molds, or water-based molds. Actually, scratch the water-based mold thing. Molds are types of fungus, and the fuzzy white stuff that you see is their mycelium when they get when they colonize something real good. I was thinking about it because I was composting some stuff this morning, and I had some stuff that had gotten pretty ripe, and I was really moldy, and I was thinking, Also, I composted some cottage cheese, and it was, or not cottage cheese, cream cheese, and it was growing new cream cheese, and I thought that was exciting. We are gonna open this one up. Drum roll. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I got the Horseman's Reins, which is the mount I already have. That's the original one. That would be very exciting if I didn't have it, but I've had this one for years. We've been had that one. That doesn't help me. That happened to me too. Oh man, got really lucky. Was able to get Arthas and the new mount, so everyone take my luck. Hey Hazel, hello, how you doing? Procking an afternoon stream feels like getting dessert. Wrong horse. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Oh, that's nice and hot. Got the wrong reins at 80 attempts this year. Oh, man. I've only been doing one character per day, one account. Yeah, well, that's fine. We at least got 6 tricky treats to add to our stash, so I only need 60 more. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Dragon Isles, because they seem to have lots in a fairly concentrated fashion, and I'm just going to fly around and see if I can get another 60. Not unreasonable. Dragon Isles. Well, here, let me get in shadow just in case I upset anybody. Almost forgot about the stream time change. Just a special edition Halloween one. Just a little special one. I thought about canceling it altogether and taking an extra day off, but we've done a lot of those for for installs and stuff lately, and I was like, I'll just stream in the afternoon. It'll be all right. Especially because next week I have some stuff coming on Wednesday, and I don't know if it's showing up in the morning or not. But if it is, then I might have to disrupt stream for that too. So it's one thing after another around here. I'm going to Stormwind, and then I'm going to go to Veldrak, and that's what I'm doing. We're starting off today with tricky treating. I need one more item off of the holiday vendor that was new this year, and so I'm going to go fly around, and I'm going to get some more treats. Just finished work, so selfishly, I approve. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Hope everybody's having a good holiday. All of the, I hope your costumes came together if that was something you were doing. I have not tried double question mark Kaiviza. I'm terrified. I'm horrified to the core of my soul. She's going to show me what I am made of, and I shall be found wanting. We did single question mark Kaiviza, and that came together reasonably fast. But I want to really stack myself as best as I can before I try the harder one, because I need all the help I can get. Are there really 3 candy buckets in Veldraken? That's kind of crazy. Let's start over here. I turned TomTom off, but I might need to... Well, I mean, we can just do them one at a time like this. I might be lost a little bit, and that's okay. Well, there's one. Let me see if I can find my macro. I used to have a Hallow's End macro specifically that had something to do with using the handful of treats as well as sitting first. And you'd think that it would have been... Man, I have some random macros in here. You'd think it would have been... /wave? There's a reset instance thing. There's a saved instances macro. That's a focus. Oh, there it is. There's sit. Use handful of treats. And then apparently I added a say for trick or treat and an emote line for grins, because I guess I was feeling especially dorky that day. All right, we can use that. Let's stick that on a keybind. Let's throw it over here for now. Oh man. So up to the bucket, use our macro, and then we can pick up our quest, and I can use it again just to make sure we've got our treats. The sitting should prevent me from getting maliciously transformed, but we'll see. Got the new Ghoulish mount. The original Horseman mount still eludes me. I wish I could trade. I just got a dupe of the original mount, and I don't have the new Ghoulish one. Although, you know what I do have is I have the Trading Post one from last year. Or from this part, sorry, not last year, from this month's Trading Post. I have this, the Hallowed Charger. So let's ride that around for a bit, just for fun. Speaking of the Trading Post, did you guys see the previewed items? Holy moly. This is what I've been saving for. I have currently banked up, Trader's Tender-wise. Let me see. 10,175 tender, and this is apparently my moment. This is gonna be my moment in the sun. Ride your broom, last broom day. But I want to ride my horsey. Yeah, we got a turkey. There's a rideable turkey mount. There's also like a darker recolor of it. There are offhand carrots. There's offhand chili peppers. There's corn. There's a corn hat. There is a bread bakery that you can wear on your back. I'm going to need all of this. I'm going to need every food-related item. And possibly some of the armor sets, too. We'll see. I'll have to try it all on. But I think this is finally going to be my month where I spend more than I earn. The bread dagger is finally coming. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Benjamin Franklin would absolutely love the turkey mount. So happy to get a turkey. Only thing I don't like is the plates on the turkey. He's got he's got like a little pot of mashed potatoes or something on him, doesn't he? I was looking at the Wowhead models. I'm gonna turn Rare Scanner off just to kind of clean up my map for a second. And you know what? We'll turn Handy Notes off too. Although that's Legion, so whatever. 100% so we can all live that villager life. I'm interested to see what the armor set looks like on Inksy, like on my priest. I think it might look really cute in a gnome. Bread stuff gonna lead to buns humor. That's usually where we start our days anyway, so save us some time. I had to mute you. Hate being spoiled for the trading post. Gotcha. The mounts I need. Well, tomorrow morning, I know what I'm doing on stream. We'll be filling up our bar, getting our rewards, and I'm going to be shopping in the most glamorous way possible. All right, we are gonna sit, and we are opening. There we go. Yeah, we just need to press it once per. Let's do this one. I don't know if this is gonna be the fastest order of buckets or anything, but we just need to get up to 60 or to 100, so not a big deal. Glad I'm sitting on like 12k tender. Wonder if I'll get the horseman mount today. Good luck. But yeah. I've been getting a lot of mileage. I don't even remember where I got it from, but there is currently an offhand mog available in game that's like a string of garlic, and I have been getting a lot of mileage out of the garlic. I use the garlic any chance I get in sets where it makes sense and in sets where it doesn't make sense, so I'm just happy to have more stuff. Okay, let's not do the math about how many different candy buckets we're going to be visiting here, because that's not how you keep your festive spirit up. You get like 2 to 3 treats per. It's coming along. We're going to need to do probably most of the Dragonflight ones. I already did Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor on this character, so that's why we're branching out into a new zone. Gonna keep the vampires away. I tend to need trading post spoilers as part of my trader's tender financial planning. I'm not sure if I'm going to play Remix today. I do need to continue, or I do want to continue leveling my mage, but I'm sure I'm going to get some leveling done on her later on when we are, whatchamacallit, when the Broken Shore comes out, like, which I think is like this upcoming Tuesday. We're going to be able to do the rest of the thing that's going to get me the class mount anyway. Let's use our macro, take our candy, and then we're heading up here, and I think I'm kind of low on vigor. I might flight path it. I'm not real tight at micromanaging my vigor use, so if I can get an NPC to take me over there, oh nice, then I can kick back and chat with you guys and have some tea while we're over there. Hazel non-WoW question. We're going to be going to Nanaimo for our American Thanksgiving holiday. Should we make ferry reservations? Is it harder to get out there? There's no harm in making ferry reservations. It doesn't cost you anything to hold your spot as far as I know, but you don't usually need them. Just make sure you show up appropriately early. Is usually the thing. And that's like I haven't taken the Nanaimo ferry in a long time. I would expect it to be a little bit less busy than the Victoria one or the Sydney one. It's a pretty boat ride. You guys will enjoy it. See if you see any nice any wildlife off the side of the boat. 400 tendies left. I don't know how anyone can possibly save. Glad I'm not super excited for this month. Have a feeling next month gonna be a big one for me. I used to spend all of them every month. I used to spend them all down flat. Oh, that was actually not a very long flight path. Not too bad. I might get them to take me around more. I only had one sip of tea. Flew from C to YJJ when we went to Victoria over the summer. We want to ferry this trip for the experience. C to YYJ. Is that a... Oh, SEA to YYJ. Airports. I thought you meant like a seaplane, because that's a thing that people do. Is you can get like little planes that'll take you from Vancouver to Victoria directly. I've never done it, but I've heard good things. I am bizarrely enough kind of for a local, I'm kind of a sucker for the fairy gift shops. They just have things that speak to me there. One of my favorite sweaters I bought, it's like a 10 tree sweater or something, but I bought it from the BC Fairy gift shop on the boat because it was my birthday and I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. Used a seaplane once from Lake Washington to Victoria. It was expensive and gave me anxiety. Aww. Do you min-max vigor off stream? I'll give you 3 guesses. They're so tiny. I've never been in a little plane like that. I've done like the little sort of tube planes that are just like 2 rows of seats, and it's kind of like being on a bus in the sky, but they're still long. That's the smallest plane I've ever done. Yes, heck yes. Here we go. This way. Yeah, there we go. Got really busy these past few weeks with college work. Got the new Pokemon game recently, and it's insane. What do you mean I accidentally got sold off to the Mafia because someone wanted to make an ad for the hotel I'm staying at? I haven't heard anything about the new game, but that sounds wild. This one we used fit 6 people. We were pushed off manually from the dock. Ooh, fun. Oh, man. Is it loud? I feel like it would be louder. Maybe that's just from me seeing helicopters on TV. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Should be a bucket over here. Somewhere. There it is. That's our little thing. 2 tricky treats. And this way, I guess I might manage to squeeze in 1. Actually, if I do it on the very top. Oh, no, that's server time. No, I'm on server time. 11 a.m. I can, top of the stream tomorrow, I can squeeze in 1 extra horseman attempt. And we'll do that. But then after that, I can just clear out my bags and get rid of all the masks and the wands and the cinnamon pyroblast treats. And I can just clear it all out and get it gone. I don't like all the extra stuff in my bags. No mount, womp womp. 1 more shot tomorrow? That's what I'm thinking, because it sounds like the event runs until 11 a.m. So if you can do it in the morning after reset, which I think is usually like either 7 or 8 a.m. If you can do it after reset but before the event ends, I don't see why not. Is that a candy bucket too? How come some of them have different icons? I find this highly confusing. Have I done those ones already? Completed. I don't know. Click on this one. Very loud, provided plugs, we had electronics, views were phenomenal. Kenmore Air does sightseeing tours over the Sound Islands. Ooh, that sounds cool. We're going to pop over this way. There's a bug where a Pokemon speaks to you and all they say is that they get nervous when they see a cop around. Oh my god. Might try to get more candy tomorrow morning. Transmog I'm missing. Wish I could combine everything for my characters. Yeah, kind of annoying that they're not Warbound. Especially when they decided to chill out and make the Brewfest ones Warbound. It's weird that they didn't do it for Halo's End. What are you going to do? I think we're in here. Yeah. Happy Halloween, folks. Happy Halloween. I'm glad I found my macro. This is better than the way I was doing it before. 65. I'm also kind of relieved that I only need 1 more thing. I know some of you have farmed like over 1,000 treats this year, and I applaud you. I don't know how you have the stamina. I get bored of this. I mean, today is fine. Today it's actual Halloween, so this is on brand. Is the Murloc costume warm? Pretty warm. Yeah, it's decently warm. It's a big bag of fleece. It's like a big synthetic fiber pocket. Doesn't breathe a whole lot. Pretty toasty. Over here. I'll tell you that we got our air vents professionally cleaned today, and they blow so much more air than they did previously. I'm glad we had decided to have it done because I think our poor new heating system was really struggling with the buildup of. I guess I don't know how long it's been. The people said they had never been cleaned. Like, based on the ducts, they had never, ever been cleaned professionally. So, and then the house is old as approximately the hills, so I'm gonna go ahead and say forever. Forever amount of, like, demons and dog hair in there, and it's good to, feels nice to have it gone. Let's, this way. Something like that. Find it super boring. Don't have any candy for tonight, just a bag of pumpkin spice Milano cookies. We didn't end up picking up any candy either. We were going to have some on hand just in case, but we just turned off our lights instead because we never got any. And I would hate for a kid to struggle all the way up to the door. And then I don't even have anything to give him. Need 3,330 candy still, and it's gonna stay that way for a while. Getting ready to go to work. Just wanted to stop and say hi to everyone. Hi. Never? Yep. Never. Gonna make Rice Krispie treats in a bit instead of candy. Ooh, fun. Totally. Maybe there'll be discounted candy available at the stores this weekend. Could happen. It's been I've seen it. This way. I think we need to go up. Hot cup of tea is nice. It's been a while since I've done that. Oh man. After they left, I was so self-conscious about any dust that we may have kicked up that was like, you know, had hauntings from years past in it, that I vacuumed the whole place as thoroughly as I could, and I did a bunch of mopping and stuff to get the floors all clean. It feels nice, but I'm sleepy now. I never think something like that is going to tire me out because it feels sad that it does. It's like, oh boy, you vacuumed for an hour. Better sit down. Like, I don't know. In my head, I'm still 18 and have the boundless energy of youth, and the boundless energy of youth is increasingly leaving me. That's the real spooky bit. Yeah, we might be able to make it over here. Maybe. Gonna check out discount candy Halloween swag. Maybe I'll get a maybe I'll be able to find a discounted Halloween costume for next year, or if not a costume, at least like a cool hat. I feel like I could go for a spooky witch hat. Level and remix characters have all the respective fell mounts. Nice. They need to sell off the orange and black purple candy to make room for the red and green candy. Oh no, too far. There we go. Up to 72. Good. And you know what? You guys have a flight master, right? Yeah, you do. You guys do it. This is the lazy way that I do it when I'm like really tired. And I know I need to go around and do candy buckets or midsummer fires or whatever it is I'll just flight path around while doing something else and paying next to no attention, just like watching the peripheral vision to see if the thingy stopped moving. Right on tonight, because no one even trick-or-treats where I live. I feel bad for people, for any kids that are trying to trick-or-treat this year around here, because it is big raining. There's rain, and then there's like sprinkling rain and, you know, all kinds of cute little words that they use when it's on the lighter side of raining, and then there's like big raining. And you get fun words like torrential and sheets. And I think that's what the weather's doing tonight, so hopefully they got their trunk or treating or whatever it is that they're doing these days done already, and they can just like watch movies and eat candy at home. Go. Atmospheric river. Deluge, there's a good one. I've been poking my nose in my crawl space every now and then to see if groundwater's coming in and if the sump pump's gonna run or not. It's terribly exciting. I should probably get my drains scoped. My mind is half the age of my body. A small amount of time with a puppy can wear me out. I don't blame you for that. Puppies can wear anybody out. Puppies wear other puppies out. Moose is very tired now because he spent his entire morning following the people around as he does. I'm very lucky that everybody has liked dogs and enjoyed Moose, because he is like, he's just so desperately curious. He feels like he has to know what's going on, especially if it's something he's never seen. So if they're gonna bring like a big vacuum looking thing with like little soaky hoses or whatever it is, I don't know, they had some crazy stuff. I'm glad that I hired people because they did things that I never could have done in a million years. But he just wants to know what it is and what it's doing and how it works, and he just wants to like sit right next to them and watch everything. So he ends up being a little bit in the way, but you know, he's just training to be a professional. Trunk or treating gives me the mental picture of kids walking up to elephants and they hand them treats with their trunks. Yeah, I've only heard the phrase. I've never seen the practice. I'm assuming it's basically a bunch of adults that get together and bring their kids to some place where you can park a bunch of cars like a parking lot and then basically tailgate but with candy. I have no idea. I'm not a parent. Inside, that's the one. Professionals usually worth the money spent for obvious reasons. Yeah, I was worried that I was going to be really bummed out every time I had to spend money on my house when I first moved in, because I was renting before this, so before you could just kind of either make your peace with it or you let your landlord deal with it. But assuming that I have the money, quite like spending money on my house because it feels like an investment in me. Also, it's cool meeting people that know how to do things that I've never thought about in my life. There's a lot of knowledge there that I completely missed out on that it's cool to watch them work. Only curiosity like that led to dogs being able to repair things, right? Oh man. Hey Moose, the basement's leaking. You go get on that. Correct about trunk or treat. Clearly someone forgot to sing Rain, Rain, Go Away. Oh man. Every time someone's working in the house, they always say something like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, or these people that did this before did something really bizarre that was a bad idea. And they always make it sound like it's like not catastrophic, but like really bizarre. But then they also say, oh yeah, this is a really common problem and lots of houses have it. Like, you should get something done about this, but so should everybody else. Just like, well, which is it? What kind of dog is Moose? Fluffy dog. He's a puppy dog. He's a mixed breed. He's got German Shepherd and Husky and Malamute and etc. Is usually what I tell people. I usually tell them he's like a Shepherd, Husky, etc. mix. Did I go to... I must have gone to this one already. Let's get out of the zone. I feel like I've exhausted this. Let's go to Onaran Plains. Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween. Hi, Hazel. Hello. Happy Halloween. Happy Friday. Kind of cool that it lands on a Friday this year. That's always fun. Dog could be trained to point out where the specific detector is that needs the batteries changed, so I guess that's kind of close. Yeah, we can go over here. 82 treats, plus another handful. I've been opening up the previous handful at the next thing. Holy moly, your bags really fill up with this stuff. Get out of here. The wands are the worst, because you can't even vendor them. I know some people probably use these, but they're more fun than me. Kind of looking forward to doing some delves today. I bet you I can get my Delver's Journey done. I don't have my etheric brand Morpher yet, but Halloween feels like a good day to get it. Much better at being a holy priest. We all have things we're good at. I mean, I haven't asked any of these people that have come by. Maybe some of them are like super gigaparsers. could be true. Jacksamir, thank you for the 53-month resub. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I like to say I have no skills but endless optimism and enthusiasm to learn stuff. So that's what I'm working with. Next time you have to ask. Oh man. What is the Bran Morpher? We're gonna find out together. I believe it turns me into Bran. Based on the name. That's all I got though. We'll have to try. I don't have one yet. Everyone was all about it. People were all excited about it, and I'm gonna find out what the fuss is all about. Okay. Oh, I forgot how pretty the Onaran Plains is. They just have like a rolled up rug. They just have a big old rolled up fluffy rug. Look, if you count the rings, you can find out how many years old it is. Turns everyone who asks into Bran. He screams some of the lines that Bran says. Amazing raids. Let's go this way. You say it's morphin time, become the brand's Bronzebeard Ranger. Last 2 jobs I've had, I was hard mainly on my willingness to learn. It does count for a lot. I like learning stuff because it's usually, as soon as I start learning something, I usually know that I'm about to stop not knowing things, which is my greatest and deepest fear. Just not knowing what's going on. Sit and tricky treat. Pop that one open. 89, we're almost there. We're getting there. Clear out a couple penny pouches. The webs will summon the Rubians over and over and over. Lots of candy buckets out here. If you're tricky treating, I feel like Dragonflight's pretty good. The density of candy buckets seems nice. I thought it would be kind of annoying to find where all the in entrances is, but not so much. Not too bad. And here. Hello, Hazel and all. Happy Halloween. Hello, Cressus. Happy Halloween. I hope your holiday is going swimmingly. 10 or 5 or so. This zone should probably do us. And after today's over, it's November. We get new trading posts. I get to start thinking about how I'm going to decorate for the holidays. You know, enjoy the last 2 months of 2025. We've got midnight stuff around the corner. That's fun. Dish Pit Music, thank you for the 46-month resub. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Put out some fake webs and a sign warning people that they summon Nerubians. Swimming like a fishy. We get an extra hour on Sunday. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take your word for it. I don't know when they do it. I'm assuming it's all in one big day. So HD for release dates. Do you need to book time off kind of thing? I like release dates too. I like putting them on my calendar. That thing. At least this one lets us sleep in a little bit extra. I love that. Always about that. Made cookies for the first time in like a decade. No exaggeration last night. They turned out really good. Apple cider caramel cookies. Those sound yummy. That sounds like a really ambitious cookie for your first time back. That's wonderful. I made cookies for the first time in maybe not a decade, but some couple of years. And I was like, you know what I'm doing is chocolate chip cookies. And I had to go out to buy baking soda because I couldn't find it. Lichan, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. We are 96. Itching for access to housing and retail. Yeah, I have alpha, but I don't really want to play housing in alpha because I want to play housing when it's for real. It doesn't count yet. Wait for the week of March 9th, depending on when it drops, will affect when I book flights, extra time off to game. Makes sense. Ended up using those cider packets. What's a cider packet? Hazel, did you get the secret mount in the raid? I did not. I very briefly skimmed the article, and then I did nothing about it. Is about the extent of what I've done so far. I think we're heading maybe in here? No. Follow your guides for as long as I can remember. Wife and sister-in-law just started playing WoW this season. They both told me they watched your guides for Heroic Mana Forge. It made my heart very warm. Aww. Thanks for all the guidance over the years. Aw, cheers. Tell your wife and sister-in-law I said hi. Not gonna touch beta. Can wait for the full release. I have been bamboozled. Maybe it's down here. Oh, these greenhouses are nice. These are so pretty. Alpine powdered cider in a packet. Staple for campers. Oh. That sounds tasty. One more will do us. Let's do this one. Oh, there's pet battles out here. I could get polished pet charms. I need to get more, I guess I should just buy the charms and just do it. I've got some more pets that I want to get leveled, which means that I feel like I should be doing dailies for pet charms so I can do it. Even if I have quite a few pet charms saved up, you know. Cool enough that it may be the weekend to caramelize honey for meat. Oh. Cool enough that it may be the weekend. Oh, hang on. I just read that one. Don't mind me. I did waffles actually for the first time the other day. I had to find where I had unpacked my waffle iron too. And then my mom made some jelly, so I had them with whipped cream and jelly. It was pretty good. Okay, 101. We're going back to Stormwind. Go buy our last thing off the vendor. I'm glad that we did this on stream. It didn't actually take that long. We've only been live for 40 minutes. Oh, nice to have that done because I was not going to remember to do it tomorrow morning. That was not going to happen. Kind of jelly. Love waffles. I think it was grape jelly. It was very tasty. My grandmother used to do spiced apple jelly, and it was the absolute best thing ever in waffles. It was so good. I love jelly and whipped cream on waffles. We are going this way. You know, syrup's good too. Butter and syrup also good. Why not all of it? It's fun cooking and baking in my kitchen now, just because I finally kind of figured out, I guess except for the waffle iron, I figured out where everything is. And, you know, nice to know where you're heading. Plus I got my speaker in there and I can turn it up as loud as I want because I mean, I have neighbors, but if they can hear my music bumping, they can just close their own window. Also, it's October. I don't think anyone's going to hear me. I'm not doing this. Red Shamrock, thank you for the 40-month resub. Happy Halloween, Hazel. Happy Halloween. Hope you're having a lovely holiday. I'm shopping. Not here. Not here. This one. I need the Horseman's Ghoulish Bulwark, which clips through my shoulder. I had to, when I was previewing this for the video, I had to unequip my shoulders because this was clipping. Something terrible. Here we go. That's okay, I'm not a warrior. It's found a spiced apple chai kombucha. Wonderful, very season appropriate. Ooh, that sounds tasty. After I finished reading about mold, I tried reading about fermentation, but they lost me. They lost me. Alright, that's done. Oh, you know what I want to do before I start thinking about delves? I want to go to Koresh, and I want to do another Blueberry daily before I forget. I had to go see Baeth. Did you realize Mariah Carey thawing from her ice cage? I can hear the music already. I'm so excited for my first Christmas in my new house. I'm going to decorate. I gotta pick a spot to put up my tree. I've been cross-stitching. I don't think I'm gonna I'm cross-stitching a stocking for my partner. I don't think it's gonna be done this year. It's the third year running that's not gonna be done because I have no focus. And it's a remarkably large project for a first-time cross-stitcher. But I've been working on it. I got so frustrated with one part that I had accidentally I had confused like a medium light gray with a medium dark gray, and I had done one thing in another color, and I got so mad at trying to figure out what I was going to do next that I just improv'd the rest of the section, and it looks pretty good. As long as I'm not out of any colors that I need, I think we'll be okay. I'm going to Koresh, and I'm already in the portal room. I guess I run upstairs. Currently drinking a lime-flavored homemade kombucha. Want to get into making homemade chai. Fermentation is fun. Nice to have my mead and my pickles bubbling away in my pantry. I was looking into fermenting hot sauce. I watched some videos on that. It seems pretty straightforward. Guess what? What? Not Christmas season till Santa makes his appearance during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Will you chop down your own Christmas tree? I have never in my life had a live tree. I don't think I'm likely to start now. I've never, ever had a real tree. So I find the fake ones to be very nostalgic because I grew up with them. So I have a fake one that sits in a box that I fluff up every year, and I dress it up, and then I put her away at the end of the year. Just make sure you unbottle your hot sauce outside. Working on a piece for the Blizzard Student Art Contest. Hopefully I win something. Oh, fun! Real tree is a cool experience. And just no part of it appeals to me. Given that I have no attachment to the process, it just kind of sounds like a huge pain in the butt and a vague fire hazard. Which I understand is kind of humbuggy to say, but I don't know. I never did it before. It sounds hard. Years since I did cross-stitch, they're usually generous with floss. I'm hoping so. I definitely bit off more than I could chew with the project. It was my first one, and I picked something way too large, but what are you gonna do? It's coming along. What am I doing? I am turning off candy buckets because I don't need to get any more candy buckets, and I am piloting my way to them by default. So many dead pine needles with live trees. Grew up with real trees, faux ones, good enough for me as an adult. Started getting small, natural ones I moved back 4 years ago. Never had my own fake tree. Smell of a real tree is nostalgic for me. I always get one. I totally understand if it's something you grew up with. And maybe one year I'll do it just for the sake of my partner, who I think grew up with real trees. But I'm not going to have the first clue about what to do about it, and I'm going to be annoyed at anything that takes any effort because the fake tree is really easy. It just goes in and out of its box. I don't have to haul it home. I don't have to get rid of it. It's not really shedding many needles. It is unlikely to combust. I feel like if I want the house to smell Christmassy, I should just bake some shortbread. Some of the fake trees have built-in LEDs. I specifically tried to buy one without those because I knew that if I bought built-in LEDs in the tree, they were going to break. And then as soon as half of them were busted, I was going to want to replace the tree. And I figure the lights are going to break anyway. So if I just buy a tree without them, and then I use strings of separate LEDs, then I only have to replace the string of lights if enough of them break to the point where it's not fun anymore. But I love lights on everything. I love all the sparkly, twinkly stuff. Real trees as a kid, miss the smell, use candles to mimic it. We'll have to contend with furling wanting to climb a tree this year. Always had a fake tree. Husband convinced me 1 year to do a real tree. The holder leaked, the carpet molded, and I said never again to a real tree. Oh, carrying my tree home my shoulders become one of my favorite parts of the process, but I'm weird. How far do you carry it? Maybe if I had a chipper at home so I could ritually shred it after the holiday was over and not have to get rid of it. I'm sure there's people that like pick them up, but wearing the same onesie. Fake tree can be broken up like Lego, shove it in a box so Christmas pops up again. Exactly. I came to Koresh to go talk to Ba'eth. That's what I came to do. Are you Ba'eth? Or do you just have a side quest? You just have a side quest. Ba'eth is like over here. Probably why night elves don't celebrate Christmas. They don't want another tree to burn. I don't know how much of a fire hazard a live tree is nowadays that we don't put live candles on them. Assuming that it doesn't dry out too much. Hello? I don't remember where my dude is. He's supposed to have a new quest for me. It's been a whole day. I didn't do anything today. Hello? Oh. I thought there was a... I should look this up. Get a grip on what I'm Googling here. Got a dupe mount this week from the Oasis Weekly. I got one too. I was furious. It was like I would have taken a dupe pet easily before that. Fake tree that came with ornaments on it, but still has separate ornaments to put in addition to that. The first year I did it, it was a 2-kilometer walk with the tree because I didn't know there was another place 600 meters away. Holy. Here, I'm just gonna look up blueberry and then I'm gonna get the... I could have sworn it was you just picked up a new daily quest from this guy. And I definitely haven't done it today, which leads me to believe that I didn't finish it last time or something. So I just want to kind of take a look at the quest line. Oh, it starts at Zydax. Okay, so that was the right one. The wrong Blucephalus is the correct quest. Okay. So not Purple Pete over here. We're on it. Halloween is saved. Okay. I just didn't want to start like some irrelevant side quest chain that wasn't going to matter, but this is the right one. Getting needles off a carpet is a nightmare. Most people do not have carpets in homes. Go. I mean, I still have to vacuum a decent amount for the fake tree because it does shed a little bit, and I'm sure eventually it will have been shed. It will have shed enough that it does need replacing, but I'm leave it be for now. Plus, I have a tree skirt. What about your daughter's birthday? I have no children. What on earth is going on? Alright. Meet my business. So tomorrow is the day I actually get them out. So that's exciting. Are these things I can buy? Not really. Alright. Dustback flank drops from the Dustback Burrower. We're on the center of the island where Ecodome Primus is. So, this way. Do every quest. You don't have to worry about which one's which. Yeah. Fake tree is glitter. Glitter, pretty, but sheds. I am doing these quests because there is a mount at the end of this particular quest line. It's 4 days of dailies, but on day 4 of doing them, you get a mount. Blue Berry. And I don't have him yet. He's got kind of a funny, stumpy face. Ooh. There's a multi-day mountain quest in Koresh? There sure is. They lock it behind Renown. I want to say 8 or 9, something like that. But most people should have that by now. Oh, I need him. Fake tree is fake snow. Nightmare cleaning, getting it set up and put away. Happy Halloween. Hazel just before Darkstream. Added to my task list. Nice. Hazel. Hi, Scarlet. They released the trailer for Stranger Things 5. I haven't seen it yet. Does it look cool? Is it exciting? Got scenes from all 8 episodes. That sounds cool. I guess if there's any other scary movies I'm going to watch this year, I should do it tonight, because once November comes around, I'm not watching another scary one until next October. I put up with them for 1 month in the year. That's the deal. That's the arrangement, and it works for me. Well, I should also try and see if I can get that rare. The one that burrows underground. That's how I am. I watched a few spooky-ish movies. Coming out in about a month? Stranger Things? I don't know. I kind of thought it was sooner than that. But, clearly I have no idea. At some point. Siltwing Tales. Oh. Yes, this is what... I need this rare because it will drop a pet. Or it can drop a pet, anyway. 26. Feels like a real missed opportunity for them not to put it out in October. Yeah, well, maybe it wasn't ready. Palecti, the Mouth of Nothingness. It says it's a 20% drop rate. Maybe we'll get lucky. Aha! Ta-da! Here we go. New pet. What a mouthful of a name. That's kind of on brand. A little spooky for Halloween. That puts me up to... Oh, I was going to say, wow, I'm almost done with Koresh, but I'm 60% done. But I think that's because it's counting all of the raid Mog as well. I need a bunch of Mog from the raid that you can get from vendors like outside of the raid. It's no Morgalito, aka Jimmy, but I guess it's an okay pet. I don't think any of the pets like really grabbed me this time around. I think Midnight is getting some cute ones. More dogs. Swoopwing eggs. So the eggs... white medium-sized eggs can be found on the rock formations. Maybe not this far up. Here's some screenshots for what the eggs look like. Okay. Hazel, are you gonna build a large home in Midnight? I guess so. I don't know if I want it to be huge. I feel like small and cozy sounds nicer. But I might need a lot of room to display all the different things that I'm gonna want to get. I have seen the upcoming Trading Post preview. We can look at it again on stream at some point. Because I checked it out off stream. I'm so excited. I'm very into it. I'm finally going to spend down a bunch of my tender, I think. There, supposedly. Go check over here. Very first stream of yours, you were hunting crackling shards? I did not get all 10. I'm still at 6. They're right here. 6 out of 10 crackling shards. I've been kind of sorted checking for... Oh, there's some. Kind of sorted checking for rare spawns up more recently, but Legion Remix took my mind off of it for a little bit. That's how I am with my Animal Crossing island. If I start too large with those, I can't finish builds and give up. Yeah, I'm guilty of leaving rooms empty in Animal Crossing, because I'll upgrade my house for the sake of my storage. In Animal Crossing, when you upgrade your house, it increases the amount of items that you can store in your storage. So even if I don't want to decorate the rooms yet, I'll still do it, but then I just have a bunch of empty rooms sitting around with cockroaches in them. Or if I'm trying to be thematic, I'll like craft some cardboard box stacks and then put those in a corner with like a messy rug. I actually kind of like doing that. Do you think the US should have gone with the turkey as its national bird? Can't say I've ever given it any thought before. I think it's cute that lots of different places have, like, emblematic picks for not just birds, but like, this is our bird, this is our flower, this is our, I don't know, favorite number or something. Like, it's like they all felt like they had to pick a thing, and that is gonna be the thing. Like, here, hang on. Official things of symbols. So, British Columbia, which is the province that I live in Canada, has a coat of arms, a shield, a great seal, a provincial flag, and those are just, you know, heraldry. And then you have a flower, which I had wrong. I thought it was the Trillium. It's not. It's the Pacific Dogwood. Our bird is the Stellar's Jay. Our mammal is the Spirit Bear. That's metal as hell. Our fish is the Pacific Salmon, which includes 7 species of salmon. We have an official gemstone, which is jade, apparently. Our official tree is the Western Red Cedar. We have an official fossil. It's the Elasmosaurid. Also metal as hell. And we also have an official, as of 1974, an official provincial tartan. Which includes blue for the ocean, white for the dogwood, green for the forest, red for the maple leaf, and gold for the crown and sun on the shield and flag. Wow. You know, like, it's just, and lots of places will have, like, a thing for each category. Maybe not a tartan, but, it's just really funny to me. Like, they thought they needed to pass a personality test or something. It's like, it's a place. What am I doing? I'm turning this in. That's what I'm doing. Turkey Mountain. I'm excited about it. I think it looks really cool. I love dogwood. I love it, too. I didn't know. I thought it was the Trillium. Why did I think it was the Trillium? Western Trillium. I've been misinformed. Did they change it? It's a native Canadian plant. Anyway. Yeah, well, we get them in forests and stuff. Why isn't it pie? Is there an official pastry? I feel like they might pick a Nanaimo bar. It's not exactly a pastry, but... we're just going back to Tazvesh. I'm just really struggling on doing it. Hello? Teleport pad? Thank you. Tiffany Wall, thank you for the 17-month resub. Appreciate it. My Wi-Fi decided to be a problem. I misread you for a moment, and my eyes saw the word wife, and I was like, whoa! I've lost it at least twice so far. That's annoying. About your Wi-Fi. Hopefully your wife is alright. This way. Wi-Fi troubles always used to drive me nuts. When I was a kid, I learned how to power cycle my own routers. I could stop bugging my parents to do it every time it would drop out. It was not particularly consistent. Alright. So tomorrow is the day that the Blueberry quest is going to come due. For right now, it looks like Grubber's up. Oh, bless you. need Mog from this, apparently. I think Canada should have gone with the High Mountain Tauren Druid Flight Form as its national bird. Yeah. The famously non-fictional animal. Actually, I don't know. There must be national versions of all of those things. Emblems of Canada. Official symbols of Canada. Of course, it's on Canada.ca. Why wouldn't it be? We've got our coat of arms. Very fancy. There's the flag. We all know about that. The beaver. Anthem, lacrosse. I guess the beaver's the animal. Not the moose. Oh, the proclamation designating the maple tree as the national arboreal emblem of Canada was only adopted in 1996. When I was a baby, they didn't know what the tree was, I guess. There's 10 species of maple that are native to Canada of the 150 known maple species. All right, I'm gonna close this. This is not making me a more entertaining streamer. Okay, we can leave this be. We need delves. Are there bountiful delves up? This one looks like it might be bountiful. It's kind of hard to tell under there. Leveled a High Mountain Tauren Druid at one point just for the moose travel farm. Huge oversight. What took so long? I don't know. I love my High Mountain Tauren. 1 hour to go. Time to get ready for the kiddos. Trick-or-treating. Very nice. Archival Assault. Let's do this one first. I can even pop some consumables just for fun, because I'm going to do some 11s. Is this bountiful? It is not bountiful. I don't know why I thought it was. It's not. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, let's do, let's use the Delvabot. This will take you to a random bountiful delve. This will be better. Is Canada big on Halloween? I think so. I think it's basically the same thing that you get in the US. Kind of a North American phenomenon. Number of American state flags are profoundly boring. Just a state seal on a blue field. I couldn't tell you what any of the provincial flags look like except for BC's. And even BC's would be hard to describe. It's got like a sunshine on it. So that's nice, I guess. I don't know. Canada's a very scary place, so I would think so. We are... What am I doing? Delves. This delve. Which we swear we're not going to have to swim, right? Dancing Lady Tauren in Remix. That's the Mogra. So cute. She's just dancing for the hell of it. My favorite place in the world within. The music is amazing. Saskatchewan's flag is green and yellow, and that's about all I can tell you. BC flag. Yeah, big ol' sunshine. You've got the Union Jack or the Royal Union flag like up in the little top bit of it. And then there's, I don't know, waves or something. Colorado, Tennessee, Texas, Ohio, New Mexico, really nice designs. Are ya into flags? Isn't that like a fun word for flags as a study? Study of flags. There's a fun word for it. Vexillology, that's the one. It makes it sound like you're studying things that are really mad at you, but it's not. It's flags. Union Jack is on so many flags, it's crazy. New Utah state flag's nice. Yeah, I liked the Canadian national flag because it was easy to draw as a child. You end up coloring it quite a bit in school for unknown reasons. And nice and straightforward. You don't have to count anything. It also makes you realize it is harder than it looks to draw a maple leaf and have it not look wonky as heck. Alright, am I in an 11? I am. 11 Nightfall Sanctum. I don't think I'm going to do this in any particular hurry, but we are going to get it done. I haven't done a delve in a while. This? For here. I have Bran healing me. I could probably get away without it, but that's okay. This is fun. How do you stay excited about WoW so late in the X-Pack? I mean, there's always stuff I want to do. I feel like a lot of the stuff that excites me, I don't finish it very fast, so I have lots of stuff that I still want to get done. This delve's nice because you can see like the whole thing from the entrance, more or less. And then what I'm looking for is the flicker gate. There's a weeping shade over there. Where's the middle? There's a great devourer. There's a weeping shade. I keep thinking those are flicker gates and they're not. Yeah. Pick a healer main for me at midnight. Priest, Evoker, or Shami? Ooh, do Shaman. You do Shaman, I'll do Priest, and then we'll just let the Evokers take care of themselves.
Crowd control.
I know what a big project is, doing all the professions and collecting all of their recipes. Speaking from personal experience. Something you can do in WoW. Yeah, I've never felt like I was running out. I've never been like, I mean, I've sometimes thought that I didn't. That's not even true. I was going to say sometimes I don't want to do my WoW projects, but that's not true. It's usually something that I want to do. If I was finished with Delves, I would probably be going all in on chat lists.
Crowd control.
Doing chat lists on more characters in a week to get that done faster. I would love to get part-timer done before midnight. I don't think I'm gonna, but it would be cool. This is an 11. This is a Delve 11. I need some Gilded Crests, and I want some Bran experience. And, you know, doesn't hurt just in general. Let's use our cooldowns a little bit more often. Yeah, works great. I was gonna go mine that before I remember that I don't mine. Current life updates. I got my ducts cleaned today. That was exciting.
Interrupt.
My dog got to follow some people around the house. Got cleaner air coming out of the vents. A shocking amount more air coming out of the vents. Yeah, that's true. I have heat. I've got a heat pump installed now. It's no longer freezing in the house. Didn't know you had ducks. Yeah. You gotta keep them clean or else they start auditioning for Dawn commercials. I don't want to use this cannon. I don't know why I clicked on it. Good pick. That could be a Harrenir then. Skipped it and playing like 4 entire expansions. Have so much to do. Show the ducks. Sorry, they're just off camera. I don't know why I couldn't find the flicker gate. It must be under something. Because I wasn't able to see it from up top, so maybe it's like tucked under something. There should be one somewhere. Do you also have a tankless water healer? No. No. Water heater works good though. Should last a few years. You know, knock on wood. Fingers crossed. We ended up out in one of the larger cities nearby, and well, not nearby, but nearest anyway, and ended up wandering through a furniture showroom just for fun, because I wanted to see what they had for dining tables, because I am dying to have some place to sit down and do puzzles, and also I kind of eat my dinners on the floor, so it might be might be fancy to have a real chair. And I didn't think that I was going to buy anything, but you know what? I did. I sure did. I felt like a big fake grown-up walking around the store talking to the sales guy and looking at the different things and asking about the different finishes. Tables are nice. I saw one that I just fell in love with immediately. It happens like that with me sometimes. And I misunderstood the price. I thought that the price that they had listed was for the table, and I had done that in my mental math when trying to figure out if I could afford it. And then it turned out that was for the table with the chairs they had displayed, which I did not like and did not get. I got different chairs that were cheaper. So it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be.
Crowd control.
When you know, you know. Yeah. The chairs that I picked out don't match the table remotely, but neither does anything else in my home, so like I figure it would be weird if things started to match now if they hadn't been matching already. I'd rather have kind of like an eclectic mishmash of things that I individually like, and then I'll just make them work with sheer willpower and, I don't know, napkins. I am streaming late. You're not going loopy at all. It is a special edition late stream, partly because it's Halloween and that's spooky, and partly because I had people in the house this morning and I couldn't stream. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm excited for table. I didn't go ahead and pull the trigger on like new dressers or anything like that because my cardboard dresser hasn't completely fallen apart yet, so I feel like I can get another year out of that. But I'm happy to have a dining table because that means when people come to visit, there's a place we can sit and eat, you know? That'll be nice. And I found a solid wood one so it can last forever. I'm very excited about that. I did not want to get MDF or particle board. Figure I only want to buy this once. Doing it properly. Plus, this way I don't have to get anything online. Nice to support a local-ish business. Usually finishing up about 3 hours into my shift. Now it's nice that I've got you helping me get through the last half. I used to stream afternoons a couple days a week. I did like half mornings, half afternoons. The idea being that I had better mental energy in the morning, so I was able to get more work done on like YouTube videos and stuff when I streamed later. But I think I stopped doing those anyway, so I just decided to stop kidding myself and stream in the morning when EU was better. It was a better time for European viewers. Eating while sitting on the floor? What is this, college? Yeah, it's because I eat in front of the TV, which is awful, I know, I shouldn't do it, but I eat in front of the TV, which means that my plate is at my coffee table, which means that if I want to not be leaning really far forward, I'll sit on the floor under the coffee table. It's not that weird. It's, you know, it feels, it's like, you know, you can pretend you're in Japan.
Stay away from lines.
It's comfy enough, but it might not kill me to have a real dining table. Although I kind of expect that I'm gonna get the table and I'm still gonna eat on the floor, but at least I'll have a place to set up crafts and puzzles and stuff. That's what I really want to do. I didn't tell the dude because I was kind of embarrassed, but like the thing that I'm most excited about having a dining table for is so I can actually spread out a puzzle. I'm so excited. I have some puzzles in the box, not even opened. Coffee tables that lift up and extend towards the couch. Eat in front of the PC. I used to eat in front of my PC, but I like eating with my partner now. Also, I am a messy eater and I eat a lot of bread, which is very crusty. And when I used to eat in front of my PC, I would get crumbs in my keyboard. And it's bad enough that I have cat hair and dander and dust in my keyboard. The last thing I needed to do was to feed my microbes with carbs. Not helpful. Petition for afternoon stream return. I've been like tossing around the idea of adjusting my schedule because I really do want to make more YouTube videos, and with my current schedule, no matter how technically possible it is, it's clearly not happening. The 2 days that I didn't stream in the morning because I had the heat pump people here were the 2 days that I actually made YouTube videos in the last like year. So I need to do something. I just haven't decided what yet. It's rude to eat in front of the PC if you're not willing to share with it. It's the fancy table that only guests can use, like the fancy towels. Haven't been able to do as many puzzles as I want to. I was considering getting one of those puzzle tables. Those are pretty cool. I thought I was going to get an extendable table with like leaves that drop into it in case you need it to be, so you can make it bigger or smaller. But I found one that was just the perfect size already, and I realized that if I got an extendable one, I was going to put it in one position and leave it there forever. I'm not actually going to be digging the leaves out for anything. So this way it just saves me some extra joints in the thing. I can't believe I didn't find the flicker gate.
Interrupt.
Yeah, I must have walked past it. I'm sure somebody saw it. It's alright. We'll get the next one.
Watch your step.
I have to pay a little bit of attention. This kind of hurts.
Gruntle.
Eh? How did he just die? Oh. Lore. Put a big plate under my meal bowl to help collect any crumbs. Microwave or hand-cooked meals? I don't have a microwave. I have, an electric kettle. So I guess we make meals, but they're not as fancy as it sounds. A lot of things that are like one pot, instant pot, canned meals sometimes. But if you need to do bigger puzzles, then I have to get an even bigger table. Can you imagine the puzzles that even have the extension leaf in there for maximum space? I was like sitting at different tables in the showroom trying to imagine myself like working on puzzles or like typing on my laptop or I don't know, writing a Christmas card or something. Trying to think of the different things you sit at your table for, but I don't know, it's really exciting. A piece of furniture like that is something you have in your life for like a long time. I like it's cool to be able to pick something like that out, you know. Okay, I will find something else to talk about. I think I've exhausted the hours we can do on table. Treasure room. Cannot escape a specific Twitch ad. Wish I could set it to only get ads of a certain nature. Oh. Any of your pets come and eat near you? Kira does not try to get my food anymore, and she hasn't for years. But Moose likes to, lay under the coffee table while I'm eating. He usually marks me because he has correctly ascertained that I'm the one more likely to drop stuff. So he doesn't like, you know, take my food, but he will lay right next to me and look up at me and stare the whole time. And if I drop anything on the floor, that's fair game. Alright, 7 Gilded Crest for that. Let's go back to Island Dorn. Yeah, we can play with our ethereal brand more for opportunities to the bone. He's very good at boundaries. He knows he's not allowed food off the plates, but he's allowed crumbs on the coffee table. But he could reach any of it, but like he knows that the plate is the rule, so he won't touch anything on your plate. Awesome table story. When I first moved out, my parents gave us the old kitchen table we'd used for 15 years as kids. It was sitting in storage since they'd replaced it. My old roommate, who I lived with for 4 years, kept it and still has it. Worked really well in her condo. I love it when something has history like that. That's so cool. I want to get a king-size bed, but the room I feel like will barely accommodate it, so it's going to look real goofy. But it might be worth it to have a big bed. Table well over 40 years old. Here's a weekly done. Well, a couple thousand gold. Comfy. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to check out my new thing. Big bed, fully worth it. Etheric Brand Morpher. New toy. Use it over here. Big Brand fan. He's got the egg. And you talk to him. Champion! Did I say it right? Such an honor to meet someone that has worked so closely with my hero. I could help you look like the dwarf himself if you want. Be careful, you won't be able to be changed in this manner for a time afterwards, and you might never want to go back. Brand form me. Alright. Time to go all out. I have earned the title, probably temporary, Inksy Bronzebeard. Fantastic. Brand Pepe. As long as the door still opens, bed isn't too big. Where is your Murloc, Grumble, and Hood? Ugh, Hood's behind me. Back here. Once had a queen-size bed, and the practicality of room size forced me to ditch it. Shame, single most comfy bed I've ever slept in. I like to starfish when I'm sleeping, so big bed's good. I don't, like, the bed would fit in the room. It's just gonna look stupid, but, you know, it's my house. I can look dumb if I want. Can we hit him with a brick? Wish we could keep the temp title from the Cata raid that Nefarian gives you. A slayer of incompetent, useless, and disappointing minions. Something along those lines anyway. Ooh, you know what I can do is I can clean up my bags now because I have... Actually, we can probably vendor some of them. I'm done with, I guess I'm going to do one more Headless Horseman tomorrow. But generally, done with Hallow's End. Feels pretty good. Large group of people wearing Murloc costumes at BlizzCon. Yeah. They always loved filming it and putting it in the promo videos. That was like their go-to move. Dog would sit right by a plate left on the coffee table looking at it and maybe whining a bit until we gave her permission to take scraps. Dogs can be surprisingly restrained. Yeah. Once Moose knows where a boundary is, he's a very good boy about them. But you do have to remind him every now and then. He likes to check to see if he can get away with something, and then you have to be like, nope. Absolutely not. Step away from the cat food. What am I going to do with my extra Horseman's reins? I mean, I could delete them. I could stick them in my bank. Those are kind of my only options. I suppose I could carry it around and, try and trade it to people that didn't get it. Not that you can, but you could show it to them. Alright, chuck it in the bank, I suppose. Alright. Well, when Brand's leveled, that's good. I also have the title, The Delver Within. And there's another schematic I can get actually from Reno as well. Sister's dog who insists my wrist is a chew toy. Oh my goodness. Ow. Oh yeah, I should get some of these cheap things, huh? It's only 10 crystals per. So that's where my mana flux capacitor was. Oh. Steven, what do you know? Anything else in here? Just items. I've never really, aside from putting on the Nemesis customization, like the golden for the Gobtrotter, I've never customized my Delveman. I don't really ride them much. They're big. They're kind of chunky. They don't seem around much. I did put this on because the gold was just irresistible. It was too much fun. There you go. You get the auto walk going. You get to see it going bunk, 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 bunk. My pet bird flying dangerously close to the turbine. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Not as great as the Dragonflight ones. What can I even do to my mana skimmer? I want to take a look at it. It's a sight. Ooh, not tired. Not tired. Let's see. There's my original dirigible. I did not get the transformation for that because I didn't do Zekvir. Well, there's other colors for it. I didn't get half of the stuff here. And then the Gobtrotter I just stick in gold. But this one, there's... Oh! That's what you get for Nexus Princess Kaiveza double question mark let me solo her? It looks so cool. Hyperdrive. I've never seen that. I'm not sure what the Midnight Delve mount is. I mean, for now I can put this purple paint on it. And maybe this emitter. Energy turbines and thrusters. I mean, this is kind of cool too, actually. I'm not mad at that. Not as cool as Hyperdrive. Delver's Mana Skimmer. How have I never ridden this thing around? Be able to farm it later on. Uninterested in fighting Kaiveza. That's fair. Oh, how did my brand get any levels for that? He's up to 90. Yeah, 94. Something. Better than nothing. He needs to do more bountiful delves. It looks like we have Excavation Site 9, Black Blood Prophets. That's my favorite one! Oh dear. And then Sinkhole. Should we just do Excavation Site 9? I'm gonna flight path there and I'll take my quick break, I think. Get it over with, you know? I'm so excited about next month's trading post. I'm so excited. I don't need any of this stuff. We're saving. We're saving. I got my Fell Snooter, and I got my Hallowed Charger. Good enough for me. I have the Ruby Butterfly frozen, and I've had it frozen forever. If I'm at level 2 for the Delver's Journey, how long does it take to complete? Bountiful Delves tier 4 and above. You would want to do all of your Bountiful Delves every day. I don't know how many days it'll take you. I think you might get bonus journey this week because it's Delver's week. I'm not sure. But I will be right back. Oh, hang on. Flight path, and then I'll be right back. We're going to go to Excavation Site 9. Because I don't want to fly there the old-fashioned way. You take me there. Okie dokie. We're back. Kingfisher Games got the Horseman's Reins. Nice. Congratulations. You did it. You're done. Oh. Can't believe we finished the Delver's Journey in September. Few alts, weekend delves. Nice. Yeah, good to know you can progress it faster with alts if you have keys. That's good. It looks so funny as Bran. 51 minutes for the Bran morph buff. This will be fun in delves. This will make Excavation Site 9 slightly more fun. Plus, this way, next season when we have Valyra, if I decide that I want Bran back and I miss him, I can just use Bran Morpher, and then I can be the Bran that I want to see in the world. It's real old in Raid. No, Coffer Key's not Warbound. I think each alt has to grind their own. I don't think the season's like about to end or anything. Oh, hang on. I just jumped down and then I used a rope and teleported right back up. That did not accomplish anything. Also, I was gonna use some consumables. Here, flask. I'll stick on a mana oil. I completely forgot to do this for the last elf. Maybe a hearty food. Found an article about Time Runner to live character transfer being disabled because of an exploit. Does anyone know what that exploit was? I do not. Sounds kind of weird. I wonder what you could possibly gain from that. Usually do an article and stuff going away a month before they do. Yeah. Okay, time to do my favorite and what seems to be the only Excavation Site 9 story that ever seems to come up. It's always this one. I feel like it's fine if you just make your peace with being here for a while. You know, settle in, sit back, get your Murloc fins out from behind your spine. Enjoy. Relax. When it is, too, whenever it's bountiful. I've been avoiding this delve for a while, but I know I want to do a bunch of them today. I'm probably going to do all 4. Oh, and at least 3 of them on 11. They're good for Bran XP. They kept the empowered weapon in the buff. Oh. Spankin' Mythic Dimensius. That's funny. I wonder how they managed to do that. Yeah, if my Time Runner kept their power, they would be much stronger than my Priest. Man, I'm only 714 here. It's one of the reasons I want some extra gilded crests. I probably should just do some keys to get more crests and get my gear fully upgraded, but I don't think I'm gonna. I will do a lot of things before I pug keys. Got Mythic Dimensius this week, legit, so now eating pizza. Nice. Pizza sounds good. I'm not tired. Nope, not me. Not tired at all. My lights was glaring right at me. Those give pretty nice chunks of Bran XP. I'm happy with that. I just want to get him to 100. I need all the assistance possible for Kaveza. I don't know what I'm gonna spec him as. I'm probably going to try it at least with him healing and me shadow. And then I'll adjust if I feel like something else will work better. Just get him at midnight, not trying to get him now. I'm going to have to go back and farm Zekvir for his later on, because I didn't do it the first time around because I was being silly. Not terrible. I completely forgot. I just didn't think about it. I didn't even know what Zekvir was until it was like over, because I just figured it was a Delve thing and I didn't need to worry about it. I was too overwhelmed by everything else that was brand new at the beginning of the X-Pack. Passed a professional certification exam yesterday, so I too am eating pizza. Congratulations! 530 of 1,000 on the Delve Infinite achievement. Holy. I want to check mine now. 386 of 500 for the golden coffer key. Anyone have it yet? Not me. I don't even have the silver one yet. I'm at... Uh, 180. I'm at 180 bountiful delves done and 287 total. Not nothing. I won't say that. I don't like the cheese people are getting. With 1k delves and 500 coffer key delves done months ago. Nice. I go through phases with delves. I kind of go on and off with them. But more off than on, apparently. But you get cosmetic back pieces. You get, what am I calling keys? Keys for your back. Kind of a keyblade looking situation. I'll tell you, this one would be very exciting to find a gate. I'll have to keep my eyes open for it. Not a fast elf. You don't know how far along I am with that. The nice thing is it doesn't specify War Within delves for it, so if you want to do it between expansions, you can. We'll be doing more delves in midnight, there's no rush. I have plenty of keys. Or should do anyway. Yeah, 38 coffer keys right now. I tend to burn a few at the end of every season. I just did this one and I remember now why I've only done it twice before. This is by far the worst story for it. Just in being super time consuming. It's not hard and it's not even very fiddly, it's just long. Done with all the stuff so far in Remix? I am caught up to the point where I'm happy to wait for the next phase. I want to get my mage to 80, but I think going to do that next phase. And I've otherwise bought everything off of the vendors that I can for now. And I don't really feel a need to stockpile bronze for the future phases, because I figure I'm going to get bronze doing the new content when those phases come out. So yeah, pretty much set for the moment. Just under delves in general, I'm sure they're going to keep growing in number. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Okami. How are you? Happy Halloween. Haven't even bought everything that's available yet. Can't seem to get enough coins. Yeah, there's quite a bit. I was lucky in that the things that are a lot of coins in the first two phases are stuff that I already had. Like I didn't need to buy the Gul'dan mounts or anything because I farmed those. Phase 4 is going to be expensive for me. But that'll be the end, so at least then we can kind of just grind it out, get it done. Aw, thanks for the bits. Any portals? Ethereal gates? No? Okay. That would be too easy. Had to buy the fox and the turtle. I had the rest of the rare drops for parts 1 and 2. I need a bunch of stuff from Marcus. I didn't even know all of the things that I was missing. There's toys in that vendor that I've never even heard of before. First tune that I leveled got like 180k coins. And since I spent them hardly getting any now, looks like I have to level many else. It's definitely one way to do it. I found I was getting 80k coins a day pretty consistently, doing infinite research and doing raids. Or if there's anything you can work on to get any achievements done that you haven't done yet, those are pretty good. Then like one daily random heroic dungeon, one daily random normal dungeon goes pretty fast, and that's pretty good for coins too, because you'll get little lesser caches for each of those. Plus a good piece of gear. Rare laps are getting so short, just took 5 more rares off my list today. 5! Nice! Happy to buy the different fishing bobbers. Did they put those on the vendor? That's nice. I thought I heard people saying they wish they could do Fisher Friends. Although maybe they just wanted a Fisher Friends to fish with their friends. Maybe they just wanted the experience of it. The rainbow toy is the prismatic bauble. We have... oh, Wowhead link for it there. That's the one. I love that one. I macroed into all kinds of stuff. 2 vendors didn't know of. Thought they were just for team hawking near the barber. Yeah. Yeah, the world set one is kind of sneaky that way. Only the Margos bobbers, not the Fisher Friend bobbers. Gotcha. Holy smokes, bonus Hazel. Hello! Bonus Hazel. Late Hazel today. Spooky afternoon Halloween Hazel. Some rare mobs drop for multiple rares. Oh, so if you get one, it can remove multiples. That makes sense. That makes sense. Are you looking to 100% the War Within before it's over? There was no normal Hazel. Makes me feel better. I was busy. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was busy this morning too, so I did doing a late in the day stream just for today. Special edition. Not quite after dark. Getting a little gloomy out there. Not quite dark yet. It's only 2 o'clock. Although it is raining so hard that it kind of feels like the sky's being blackened out. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Crossbow that drops from multiple War Within rares won't drop for me, and it's annoying me. Yeah, I'm not expecting trick-or-treaters. We also don't have any decorations or lights on, so even if they do come out, they're probably going to skip us. And I hope that they do, only because I didn't buy any candy. I don't have anything for them. Man, if I ever do get set up to hand out candy to trick-or-treaters, assuming they do come through, Moose is going to have the emotional roller coaster of a lifetime, because he's going to be so excited that people are coming to the door, and then he's going to be like, children, and then he's not going to get to see them, and then they're going to leave, and then it's going to all happen all over again, and I feel like that's going to just ruin him, because he loves kids. He wants to play with them so badly, and it's generally frowned upon with strangers' children. I'm in a neighborhood you'd really expect trick-or-treaters, but we don't get many. I think it's a bit different nowadays than it used to be when we were growing up. I think that a lot of families will kind of arrange private stuff instead of just sending their kids out into the wild. Got a lot of trick-or-treaters on my road today. Seems like London is getting as hyped as Americans do it. It's a really fun one for kids. Families seem to hit up houses they know. Yeah, that makes sense. People definitely do it old school here. Two more extractors. And you know, oh, there's the gate! It blended right in. Alright, well, you know, we're only 2/3 done. Any add-on or weak ore that shows you the drop chance? Rarity will try, but I feel like with the new math that builds every day you don't get it, it's kind of hard to figure out. If it makes you feel any better, I'm right there with you. I did it every day and I didn't get it yet. One more chance tomorrow, I suppose. I did not get my mount. I got a bonus mount. I got the other one that I already had. I got original Gaslight Charger. I think we get a try tomorrow. I don't see why not. The event goes until 11 server, it says. And reset would be around 7 or 8. So I think there will be a window. 7 Goblin Druids. That would be my ultimate collector main. Whoa. That hurt. I didn't do a very good job with that. I know these you can like kite them into the trains, but you could also not do that.
Body.
Did get the old one also, but I've had it since 5 years ago. On track to be 0-2 for the past 2 holiday mounts. Oh no. This is the first one in a while that I think I'm not going to get.
Gruntle.
Unless it coughs it up tomorrow in a dramatic final moment finish. We'll try on Steam. We can run it first thing. Holy mackerel. This hurts real bad.
Run.
Dropping tomorrow would be great content. I feel like one of my other mounts did that. Just like dropping in the 11th hour for a holiday. I forget which one. Suppose it doesn't much matter. Didn't even know there was another brew mount, otherwise I would have farmed it a bit more. Yeah, they added like a Mim's head looking thing, but Brewfest themed.
Charging. Move.
I wonder if I was sitting in charges or something. That would explain why I took so much damage. Ends at 2 p.m. for me tomorrow. Cool. Midnight for NYE. Is it posted anywhere that it can only drop for the first run? I feel like it was... Let me see. Horseman's... Ghoulish. I understand the desire to see it in blue writing. I get you on that. Alright, so this is what we've got. WorldOfWarcraft.com. This is their original article for Hallow's End announcing. And the wording is, face the Headless Horseman's haunting challenge daily for a chance to receive the mount. And you're guaranteed to gain ghastly pieces of the ghoulish armor. So it doesn't specifically have language to be like once per day per account. We might be extrapolating based on the history of how they've done the other new holiday mounts. But that's what we've got here. Maybe there was a blue post somewhere else. Let me take a look at blues real quick. Wow, they put a lot of blue posts up. It's annoying. Never know what to believe anymore. It's annoying. It seems like it's different for everything. Stuff gets assumed and stuff gets reported and...
Gruntle.
I think it's a pretty safe bet that it works the same way that the other new holiday mounts do. Patikins, thank you for the 12-month resub. When you were farming Midnight, it dropped for you in your last run before the new year. I remember that.
Gruntle.
Same with Thrall and Jaina instead of Brekka or Garrick. Yeah, I don't think they've like completely overhauled everything. I think they were just taking a look at little bits of it. I'm not sure exactly what they've done to it. Time to bust out the 30 ults. Yeah, I'm happy to have a good excuse to just do it on one character per day. It's a lot more sane. I have a lot of ults, but I hated running all of them for mounts. I'd rather them do it this way, I think. The ending dungeon changed. Necrotic dragon stuff is gone. I'm not doing an awful lot of damage. At least that's how it feels. It is an 11. I'm doing 2.3 mil. And Bran's doing 300k because he's healing. Mentally doing a dragon flight. Gotcha. Hmm. 28k XP for Bran. Give me my gilded crests. A little bit of gold. Undercoins. Oh yeah, I almost had 5k undercoins. Yeah, I do. I can buy something. Let's go back to Dornigal. I never want to go to Excel's Reach again. Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. I'm sure in what to believe in how the drops work. And the other thing that's confusing about the Hallow's End drops this year is that people will report, oh hey, I got the mount on my 29th character of the day, but it's very hard to clarify with them which mount they mean because people get really confused because you have the Horseman's Reins and then you have the Horseman's Ghoulish Charger, and you get people getting mixed up about which one they mean, so it's really annoying to try to figure out what's actually going on. My headcanon is the new one uses the new rules and the old one uses the old rules. Maybe with a little extra boost to the drop rate of it, but who knows. I've been just vendoring epics lately. I don't even DE them anymore. Doesn't really seem worth it. I don't gotta focus on farming Midnight anymore because I bought it. Nice. Oh yeah, and if all the curses matter for Arthas or the mounts as well. In my dreams, the curses only matter for Arthas. But I've just imagined that because it sounds nice. I have, like, no data whatsoever to back it up. 16 of 18, 12 of 18. Yeah, we'll get the plate one, because I have the least of that. Junk Reaver's plates. Alright. Hey, we can do an upgrade. Wow. Done curses every time this year so far. They're easy enough, and the boss is easy enough that it's kind of no skin off your back to turn them on. Nothing that I've seen has convinced me they help very much, though. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was upgrading something. This is the wrong building. I have data from one person saying they didn't have curses, got the horse, but just that so far. Yeah, I've been kind of doing curses intermittently. Sometimes I put them on, sometimes I forget, so I'm useless. I'm no help at all. Do I? Oh yeah, we have no crest caps anymore, so I can... hang on. Let's do buy them all. Turn this on just for a second. Finally got my Junk Heap Drifter from Rustfeather on my 764th attempt. Congrats, Mia. That's amazing. That's like a testament of your character that you stuck with it for that long. Never turned curses on. Got the new mount too. Huge. Massive. Enormous. Alright, 11 of these. Trade crests up to see if we can squeeze any extras. This is kind of an annoying process, but it does help. Here's some things I hope are included if they ever do the boosted event again. World boss mounts and rare kills. Yeah. I would take a separate event just for world boss and rare mounts. I don't even need the instance ones. Off to farm Sandalus because Breeze Spider dies so quick I can't get a tag in. trade those up for runed crests. 7 packs worth of those. I feel like I might have extra packs somewhere too. I think it's cute that I still look like Bran. Those webs will summon the Rubians. I should turn dialogue on for my own shouts. I can't hear it. Crank it. Jump scare levels of sound.
We have slept long enough.
Alright, we can afford 3 packs. But that's 3 upgrades worth. That's good.
Farewell.
Off Meta Hazel stream. Yeah, a little special hours for Halloween. On Lemix, I have a knife in my hand that calls me Stud Muffin.
I offer you my aid.
I'm about to have a dagger in my hand that calls me Muffin Muffin. I'm trying to make a bread dagger pun. It's not going well. Hero 5 of 8, 4 of 8, 4 of 8. I mean, I could take the belt all the way up to 8. That's the last piece that has int on it. The jewelry bits won't have any main stats, so I think I should probably do this one. And then these ones are basically all the same thing. Oh, pardon me. That puts me up to 715.
Stay vigilant.
We have slept long enough, said by no one ever. More sleep. Yeah. Where's our next? We want to go to Sinkhole, huh? Sinkhole and maybe Takrathan. I got 8 minutes left of my double bots, and that's not going to help me yet. Fly down to take the Ashkahet portal, go do that one. One more 11, and then I could probably switch to 10s. It's hard, like I could do 8s if I was worried about Vault, but what I want is Bran XP, and he does get more XP for big, high, difficult delves. Plus, eventually, I might start getting the skips a little earlier in the delve and getting through them a little bit faster. You never know. I have a staff in my hand that mocks me when I use my godly arcane power to make muffins. Feels bad, man. It's like the original use of magic. Just, you know, tell your staff about the fish thing. making a fish turn into a bunch of fish. It's a classic.
The nearby Kobis have become a problem. Our citizens would appreciate you culling their numbers, and my alchemists would appreciate you retaining their organs.
Here we go. Alright. As Bran, I hereby take on this level 11 delve.
Oh, then it's business, is it?
Dive boots collected. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. I'm real scared of double question mark Kybeza. I don't know to what extent having a level 100 Bran's gonna really help me over level 94. In return, I got the secret arcane artifact weapon appearance that
Watch your
transforms my
step.
staff into an actual sheep. Bleeding sheep head whenever I polymorph someone. I remember that. I always thought that was a cool staff. Okay. Keeping our eyes peeled for gates. We like the gates. We want the gates.
Watch your step.
You want to mock me? You better do it as a sheep. Yeah, I'm also like a big person that does not like war mode,
Watch your
but I
step.
have been turning it on to get rare spawns. You occasionally see other people, they usually don't want anything to do with you. I have gotten into 1 or 2 scuffles, but you know, if you die, you just kind of fly back. come back later kind of thing. It's not usually doesn't have to turn into like your whole day. But it almost never happens, especially on an RP realm. Plus, you never know. One time somebody tried to gank me, and I just decided to fight them, and I won, and I was riding that high all day. Just because they're fighting you doesn't mean they're any good at it. You'd be surprised. Hazel, how are you? Happy Murloc Day. I promise this is a thing, and not at all what I am calling Halloween. Hi, Fossil. Thanks for the 28-month resub. Happy Murloc Day. Right back at you. I mean, it's Murloc Day for me. How many years in a row have I worn this? I feel like at least 5. I feel like minimum 5. Maybe next year we'll find a spooky hat.
Let's have a quick sit down to recover.
I like how I have dive boots.
Watch your step.
But it's not underwater anymore. Trick-or-treaters where you are? I'm not expecting any.
I know just how to deal
Love
with
farming world stuff in my dead RP realm, and then I go back on my full realm of my main, and it gets too lonely in the world.
Still got it.
I normally just stand there and let them kill me to save time. Next year, wear the Murloc onesie with a fake mustache, and the theme is Evil Mr. Murloc. One year I put my, I have like a tan-colored hat. It's kind of like an explorer hat situation. I just wear a fish egg to keep the sun off my neck, but one year I wore it with the Murloc onesie so I could be Sir Finley Murgleton. I don't think it was very apparent. I don't think it really came across.
Watch your step.
What about you guys? You guys getting trick-or-treaters? You like handing out candy? Do the kids have cute costumes? I'm trying to think of what's big with the kids right now that they're all going to be wearing this year.
Watch your step.
Maybe some Minecraft movie costumes? What else? What else? Oh, K-pop Demon Hunters. There's got to be K-pop Demon Hunters costumes out there. There must be. Kemet Nessing Merlot.
Stay away from lions.
It's vaguely dangerous. Wednesday probably again. She was big last year. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm dumb. For a second I was like, no, it's Friday. Actually, oh yeah. But a massive spider web thing with lights running down it. You hang up high, anchor into the grass. Already dreading untangling it next year.
Nothing old Bran can't get through.
The building I used to live in did a huge spider web kind of thing like that had a big fake spider. The fake spider used to jump scare moose. Would have loved a K-pop Demon Hunters costume as a kid. My mom would have made me wear a snowsuit. Yep. I feel exactly the same way. I used to hate having to wear a jacket to cover up my costume, but it's always freezing on Halloween, so of course you have to wear a coat. I've seen people with a sign in their costume saying what they are, and I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose.
Here's your take of the
It's like the IRL version of having a Twitch chat command that answers a frequently asked question. I think you have to do bountiful keys, bountiful dells for the journey. I don't know if you get journey progress without opening the chest. That's a good question.
They'll never be using that move.
Goblin pumps disabled. Yeah. Keep an eye out for any portals.
Watch your step.
Did used to snow on Halloween. It's been known
Watch
to
your
happen.
step.
On Wednesday. Good luck to whoever does Rumi. The braided hair looks like a nightmare. Doesn't one of them do cute, like, space buns?
Watch your step.
That would be a nice one. Zoe. Gotcha. Oh, I've upset the devilfish. What are you gonna do? We might be here a while. Although this is my third delve of the day. Which means after this I can't get any more Gilded Crest from doing this. I love it when Blizzard makes puzzles so easy that I get to feel really wise for doing it on my first try. Appreciate that. Use the ego boost. My husband's been singing "This Is What It Sounds Like" to himself since we watched K-pop Demon Hunters. It's nice to have like a new smash hit, family-friendly movie every now and then. My nephew's very cute. He loves Frozen. And last year, I think he was Elsa, and my sister, his mom, was Anna, so they could be matching. And then this year they flipped it. he's gonna be Anna, and my sister gets to be Elsa. Which reminds me, I need to text them and get pictures. All those songs are infectious. Yeah, yeah. He loves the princesses. It's so sweet. How are we doing? 2 out of 8. Coming along. Hopefully it's not raining too much for them. Yeah, I think outside the city gates, those are the tricky treat vendors. I don't believe they've hidden any of them anywhere. I think if you've got the stuff from those, you're all set. It is spread out across a couple of different vendors, though. I think I'm supposed to use my extra action button to do that from range so I can stop frying myself. I was looking at it and I was thinking, wow, I'm taking a lot of damage from that. That can't be the way I'm meant to do this.
Watch your step.
If only there was a button in the middle of my screen that had some hint about a better way. If I like dressing up, I would do the best character in that movie, Sven. That would be good. You'd have to have the carrots. Mandatory.
Just how to deal with this one.
I'm trying to think of if I ever like magically turned into somebody that had like, I don't know. I guess it would depend on where my Halloween party was, but if I was gonna come up with a costume and I had unlimited energy and resources and whatever to do it in. Maybe a Stardew Valley character, although those would not be expensive costumes. You know, get like a ginger mustache, do Harvey. Be fun at a party. Seeing a lot of people dressed up as Lois Griffin in my area, and I honestly don't know why.
Watch your step.
What else do I really like? I mean, there's WoW stuff. But the day that I do a WoW cosplay is it's a distant day. I did hear Animal Crossing was getting an update. If I didn't feel like it was too hard, I would do Isabelle. I love Isabelle. She's my favorite. Hard to not just cosplay for Halloween. I mean, it's like the sanctioned cosplay holiday. Want to be a Sphinx? Lion onesie with wings? Maybe like a gold wig? Nice. The last cool costume I did was when I was a kid and I dressed up, not as a mummy, but as a mummy in a sarcophagus, and I made my mom sew me like a Velcro shut, kind of quilted sarcophagus I could walk around in. Bless her. Heath Ledger's Joker when the movie came out. That was awesome. That sounds dope. It was very cool. And then people would be like, oh my gosh, you're a scary mummy. And I would be like, actually? Because I was a fun child with many friends. I'm a sarcophagus? We learned about them in school. Have you been? No.
Watch your step.
I don't know, what are we into lately? We're into mushrooms. I could go as like a large fly agaric. That would be fun. Artist that created the
Watch
pearlescent
your
butterfly mount cosplayed as Liadrin yesterday. That was honestly incredible. Friend used to insist on being the most inconvenient costume possible, and his best year was the obelisk from 2001 Space Odyssey. That's the kind of person that turns up to a party as the phone booth from Doctor Who. And they've done it by getting an actual phone booth and dragging it around with them everywhere they go. That's fun.
In a moment,
I was trying to imagine what it would take to dress up as my own dog for Halloween. Can't imagine it. I can't imagine any world in which it doesn't become just horrific. Scary. Spooky. Does this work? Ew. Matching bow ties. I mean, we should just do that anyway. Hundreds of dollars in fake fur. What if I just collect his real fur throughout the year as he sheds it? And by year, I mean week. It feels like he goes through an entire coat's worth. About every 7 days. I don't know where it all comes from. I thought it would get better because since I moved and I have a yard, I brush him outside all the time now. Like, I just bring a brush with me outside, and then every time he's, like, hanging out, I'll just start brushing him. Still sheds. Cruella de Vil is a business idea for you. We have... I, again, did not find my Flicker gate, but my brand is level 95 now. It's coming along. Totally do Cruella de Vil. That would be like a really fun, fun character. Very easily recognizable. Get a nice wig. Get the big fluffy coat. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Hope you're having a lovely holiday. Alright, so those are the last of our...
fantastic.
Fantastic. Last of our, 11s that we need to do. So now I need to decide how hard I want to make the rest of them on myself. Because we've got one more we can do. We can go to, yeah, let's leave the delve. Get the maniacal laughter going, one of my favorite pastimes. Maybe I should watch that. That's a kind of scary movie. The live-action Cruella de Vil. She steals puppies.
Our citizens would appreciate you culling their
She wants to
numbers.
skin them. It's
My
terrifying.
alchemists would appreciate you
We are
retaining their organs.
gonna use the Delvebot 7001 to go to the final delve here. Museum that I visited last week that had Glenn Close's Cruella de Vil outfits on display, and they looked so good. Kind of want to rewatch it. Have Disney Plus for now. Yeah, that's a good one. Any items from when you first started playing? Not so much items. Pets, because they don't let me lose those. I haven't played... When I started playing, I was on servers that I haven't played on in years. I didn't settle on my current main until the end of MoP, and I started playing in Wrath. So I have, like, a couple of servers full of, like, dead characters that I started playing on. That I've long since deleted them. Well, Let's do a 10. I don't know. I can also, I don't have a bounty for the week yet, so we can use our Shrieking Quartz. Although I don't think it's going to give me a hero piece I need. But we can do it anyway. Use the Shrieking Quartz halfway through to summon the thing and then use the map.
What are you? One day I'll be a lamplighter.
What about you? You keep anything from when you first started playing WoW? I know some people still play their first character. I always thought that was kind of cool. I never did it. Kept the Thunder Fury, got in vanilla. Nice. Every now and then Bran explodes somebody and I'm not really sure how he's doing it.
Run.
Get out of the way!
If we're lucky, we'll find a gate. First character got deleted before she even hit 50 back in Legion. It took me a few tries to hit level cap, I remember. I like made a character that got to like 40 and then a different character that got to 40. And I think it was my third one before I finally finished getting it up to 80, which was the cap at the time. And the cap now, apparently. Still have an Elixir of Ancient Knowledge from Mop. Unusable now. I still play my first max level character, Hunter, that made it to 70 at the end of the Burning Crusade. I still have the Staff and Bow from completing the Hunter quest line in original vanilla. Holy. Worked so much for that one. It took me a while to figure out what class I wanted to play. Like a long while. I had a bad case of alcoholism. I just couldn't feel like I really settled into anything. I always kept feeling like there was a better class just around the corner, especially when I was new. Nowadays I've spent long enough on Priest to kind of feel like I'm never gonna like anything else quite the same way. But, oh, there is a Flicker gate. Finally found one. Wow.
Pulling in.
Going all out!
Glad you found your main. Me too. Are you guys thinking of switching mains for Midnight with the class changes, or are you sticking to your guns? I'm pretty sure I'm sticking to my guns. It's Nomadic Alcoholic for years, too. And by guns, I mean Priest. Makes it sound like I'm playing a BM Hunter. I'm not. The only reason I ever got a max character back then was because I used a boost token so I could make a Demon Hunter. All I wanted was a Demon Hunter, and I hated that I needed a level in boring content just to get to Legion. Yeah, I get that. Like, leaving Priest for Paladin? Once a boomkin, always a boomkin. Caw. I thought about leaving Priest for Druid, but not seriously. I was just hurt. I was just lashing out. That was just a shadow clone. That's not the real thing. How dare you unseriously consider switching to Druid? I would need to keep, I don't know.
Frontal.
I need them to add a 5th Druid spec. That's what I need. You know, I know everyone else is stuck on 3. Druids really need 5.
Give me a moment, champion.
Well, hey, I can avenge that guy. Yeah, those class changes will be in beta.
Pulling in.
You could always play beta to try those out and still not worry about housing. Why not make it 6? I mean, if you go to 7, you can have a different spec for every day of the week.
I'm going all out!
This is my Monday Druid. This is my Tuesday Druid. Play it now just to see how they feel. All I did was quest a little bit on
Pulling in.
Shadow Priest, and I pretty quickly like, forgot that they had changed anything. Like, they made some pretty big changes, but once I got used to it, I like the Tentacle Slap Shadow Crash a lot. I'm a big fan of that. Okay. Excited to try out the Harrineer. The Harrineer are here to stay. I want a Harrineer Druid alt. I'm curious as to... I want to play with the customization. I haven't done it on, like, Wowhead Model Viewer or anything. I'm waiting until they're in alpha, I guess, or beta. Maybe they are already, I don't know. They weren't last time I looked. I ended up kind of hating the S-Priest changes this season, but yeah, I'm fine with it. I can get used to almost anything if I just give it a chance. I am very much a creature of the now. Surprised beta's so soon. Yeah, it's kind of stopping for nobody. Like Druid? Every human is like that? I don't know. Some of us are petty. Most people are like that. Not someone who really enjoys swapping talents or not. Yeah, I don't change things around very much.
Interrupt.
Very optimistic that midnight. I think I'm gonna like Priest a tiny bit less, and I'm gonna like everything else a lot more. Because anything that I've actually taken the time to learn, I'm gonna be mad that it's getting simpler, but anything that I didn't learn before, I'm gonna be happy that it's easier to understand. But I think I'll get used to the Priest changes. I just need to see how healing feels, and I'm not gonna know that until probably raid testing. And maybe not even then. Raid testing is usually just a blur of like saving files, trying to get at different angles, making sure my computer's not melting down, and chugging smoothies. Oh, is the testing schedule out? Oh. Midnight raid testing. Raid testing will come at a later time. Limited raid testing in beta. So the beta's live November 11th. And week 2. So I guess it would be basically the 18th, mid-November. That's alright, I can live with that. Yeah, they haven't committed to like a day yet, as far as I can see. It's good that it'll be in beta though, because that means that there'll be more people testing, because anybody that's pre-ordered Epic can get in.
Watch your
Enjoying
step.
seeing alpha class videos. Everyone's mostly only testing with follower dungeons. Don't have the whole picture yet.
Watch
Yeah.
your step.
It's hard when there's not a lot going on yet. I don't think I'm supposed to pull these things. They're really dangerous. I'm almost out of new
Right.
healing pots. Enjoyed Max's discussion with class and spec experts about how changes feel to them. Very nerdy. Excellent. We're getting... Alright, once we're here, what we can do... Actually, I might pull this just because I'm going to pull it eventually anyway. Is use our Shrieking Quartz.
Gruntle.
Okay, clean that up. Heal up a little bit. Pop one of these guys down. That should summon Kyveza. I do like her as a Nemesis boss. I'll take her over Underpin any day. A couple coolies. A little preview of what we're gonna have to deal with once I start working on double
Spirit
question mark.
incoming.
I'm pretty sure you only
Stay
need to
away
get her
from
to
lions.
pass, though. I died to this the first handful of times I fought it just because I didn't understand you needed to face the clones. Halloween Friday, just finished my workload with 6 minutes till clock out. Nice. Congratulations. Ready to kick off a weekend. Alright, there's our map. Pop it right now, and we should get a hero track piece out of the end of this delve. Not that I can imagine it being very good, but
Nice fight.
I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to not get him.
Pulling in. Gruntle.
Tomorrow, not that we're ending stream
Really?
yet, but tomorrow we've got Trading Post, of course. We also have the final day of Blueberry. And I think tomorrow and Sunday I might try to do the full round of 4 delves. Just to keep crushing through these big bountifuls for Bran XP. I'm happy to get the season done. But I want my Bran at 100 before I start doing Kaiveza. Sad that her voice lines aren't implemented. I loved her voice in the raid.
Stay away from lines.
I like that the fight kind of feels reminiscent of her in the raid without being just the same thing all over again. I appreciate that.
Nice fight.
Alright, time for the last boss. Crag Pine. Seems easier than the last elf boss I did.
Dispel boss.
At least his health's going down faster.
Watch your step.
Although, you know what? He's a 10 instead of an 11, so that's probably why.
Let's get that nasty on.
Dispel boss.
Or maybe we're just getting really good at this.
Watch your step.
You always try poking your head in. May not be so bad. Oh, but it will be. I know once I'm doing it, no matter how much I prepare, I'm going to need to practice. Like, I'm going to have to progress it. And the only thing that's really going to get me through that fight is learning it and getting it into my muscle memory. And I just don't want to be thinking in the back of my head the whole time that I'm doing that if I just went and finished leveling Bran, everything would be okay. Because I know it's not true, but I'm going to torture myself with it if I don't level him first, so. Plus, we're doing pretty good. I think he's getting almost a level a delve this week anyway. With these bountifuls. Another day or two should finish him up.
That's more like it.
They really boosted how fast you can level Bran. Since the beginning of the X-Pack, anyway. That one. There's our hidden trove.
Now I'm making
Little
progress.
hero chest piece. 16 gilded crests. Wow. I forgot that was a thing. I can do another upgrade. That's nice.
Fantastic.
A little bit more here. Bran just hit 98. Nice. Yeah, so tomorrow, if I do my bountiful's tomorrow, he should get to 100.
Nice fight.
And I can finish this weekly. But we're out of Banifolds because I think that was the 4th one I did today, so we're caught up. It's either impressive or sad, depending on how cool you think it is. Nice. Alright. How are we doing on undercoins? I know I just spent 5k of them. It looks like we have another 2,000 that we earned just today. This is empty. There's no water in there. Thought you were further. I was 93 earlier. It's just he's leveling real quick. I am going to top this up, and then I might do some laps looking for Aladorn rares, see if we get any crackling shard lucky. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna stick this on. I'm gonna stick rare scanner on. Do a little lap. Got a lot done today. I can't believe I got the wrong Horseman's mount today. I'm not gonna get over that. I saw the Horseman's Reigns pop up, and I didn't see my rarity alert pop up, but I thought, oh no. Yeah, I got the ones that I already had, and not the new one. It was my... I did it right at the front, right at the very tippy top of the stream. Mean. The other thing I kind of wanted to do today, and I feel a little bit bad because I know Agamemnon, you're trying to skip this, and you just got back, but I wanted to look through the Trading Post preview after my rare loop. We'll do some rares for a bit first, but I will give a heads up ahead of it, and then maybe look through the preview and pull up some of the model viewing for it because I'm just real excited. And that's tomorrow. We get to do that tomorrow morning. It has been a long time since I've had a Crackling Shard drop. I have done these rares, probably five, maybe 6 full laps of them since my last drop. Maybe more. Happy spooky day. Happy spooky day. Oh, there's Tempest Lord Incarnus. Nope. Twice stingers up. Transmog-wise, I just need... Well, obviously the mount from Alanira. Chronolith has a cloak that he just refuses to drop for me. Productive cozy activities. Plagueheart has a staff, and then this guy has a cloak as well that also won't drop. Getting one about every 100 rare kills, 2 more. I figured it was maybe 1% for the rares. What's funny is that my thinking is that the rares that have the really fast respawns also are 1%, but I just can't for the life of me get one to drop from those, so I don't believe in them. A bunch of my shards have been from the daily rares and not the leveling ones, so those are the ones that I'm doing, even though it's it should be the same thing. But anyway, you get 30 resonance crystals each for these, so I don't mind it. Daily not leveling rares, yeah. No need for muting, I'll be gone. Alright. Have a good day. I'm gonna finish this lap before we do that. Dorn's a pretty place to fly around too. I never thought I would be the person that remembered where all the rares were, but you do enough laps of them and you start to get a feel for where they all are. Rare Scanner helps buckets, having it mark things and let you know when one of them's up. So I just have to go near them. I don't have to actually use my eyes. What's the new hub like? Silverman? It's pretty. It's a little spooky feeling as an Alliance player to have areas of the city that are hostile to you. But they're marked well. And they give you like a turn back warning. It's a gorgeous area though. Yeah. Silvermoon. New Silvermoon. Isn't it a Blood Elf city? Yep. It sure is. It's gonna be our hub in Midnight. They're letting Alliance into some of it. I guess I can do this one on my way past, just in case. Just in case Spring Bubble wants to be good to me for once. He does not. Is it getting moved? We're going to be able to teleport there. I don't think it's moving lore-wise. Guess what I had, but I could be wrong. I don't pay super tight attention to it. What did you have as part of your dinner tonight? Or if I'm guessing, I'm going to say squash. I'm going to say some kind of a novelty squash. Feels like squash season. Sweet potatoes, well, that's pretty close. Those are my favorite. I could go for like a sweet potato squash soup. Kind of hungry. It's only 3:30. It's so early for me to be hungry. Oh dear. Here's Garlock. Good luck with these rares being up.
Valuable resources in the area. Get ready to grab them.
What's for dinner? I don't know. Maybe it's a frozen pizza night. Oh no, I have leftovers. I have leftovers, that's right. 809 gold. With a 10% warp mode bonus? I mean, that sounds kind of tempting. 809 gold I get to keep?
Excavating here might be dangerous, but unraveling the earth,
especially if I can do the world quest and maybe get drops,
is crucial.
I recommend sweet potatoes. I have one in my cupboard. It's enormous. Every time I buy sweet potatoes at the store, they're always huge. Just giant tubers. Not a bit because I know you enjoy them. Big, big, big. I want to grow regular potatoes. Although they're pretty cheap to buy, so maybe I should save my space for stuff that's more expensive. But it's fun growing regular potatoes. I guess garlic's cheap too, and I'm growing that anyway, so make a big batch, have it for a couple meals later. Exactly. They seem so fun. Next year I'm gonna be absolutely insufferable. I'm gonna be turning up to stream and being like, look! A single bean! And then I'm gonna make you guys look at it. I grew it! It was me!
With everything we've done here, we're one step closer to understanding the Titan's plans.
You get plenty tokens for doing World Quest in War mode. I forgot, that's true. Did I go check these guys? I don't remember if I did. I must have done. Must have checked them. I don't remember. Go check them again. Bits for beans. That'll be great. Or like snap peas. Come on, grow pumpkin. Pumpkins seem like one of those things that really likes to volunteer. Like pumpkin seeds, if you compost them, will just like stick around and then sprout when you're least expecting them. All done with Lee mix? For the moment. I think until phase 2, probably. I could do some dailies and just get some bronze stashed, but I could also just wait until Broken Shore comes out. There'll be a bunch of new achievements to get to do then, and that'll give a bunch of bronze. Went to the Dragon Isles for tricky treats since I only needed 20. Side quested into getting the rest of the glyphs I missed and doing races because I want the dragon manuscripts. Nice. Yeah, there's tons of stuff to do out in Dragonflight. Oh hey, I needed that. Why didn't it tell me that I needed that? It's weird. You have account mode on. I need a flesh carver from Rotfist too. I also still never got my dog. I have to go back and set him up for this character's Pandarian garrison to let him get here. Where's the escaped cutthroat? Alright. I think I'm gonna leave her right over here. Back where the Violet Hold prisoner spawns. And then hop on another alt, look for some more rares. I think I did escaped cutthroat on my hunter, but that was it. It'll be exciting to get another crackling shard. 6 doesn't feel like very many. I feel like 7 or 8 will feel much closer to being done. Maybe when I get 9, I'll finally cave on bee farming. Just to get her done. Knocking the microphone around here. I can hear my puppy waking up. There. Alright. Speaking of rares being up, there's 3 different rares that can spawn at this point, so I like leaving characters here if I can, just to get an easy kill. There's the saber. Let's go check play cart. She's riding the Brewfest bomber. That was, I mean, it's a bit dark, but that was the holiday mount last time around. Like how the ropes attaching the banners are in a vaguely pretzel-y shape. That's kind of a cute touch. Another duplicate from the Oasis Weekly. Oh man. Hopefully at least a pet and not the mount. The mount duplicate hurt my feelings. Ooh, I remembered what I want to do. Maybe a bit late for... Well, I guess it's not too late for today. We can check the rares first. I think now that it's... Today's Friday? It's late Friday. I'm waiting for the... I think they might have just come up. I need the second batch of Undermine World Quest to spawn so I can do them for rep. And I'm gonna get another Paragon cache. Don't even have them out once yet. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wish I could give you my dupe. Hazel stream at this hour? Your clock's not broken. I'm on at a funny time for Halloween this year. Wait, the way it worked out. Only on for another 20 or so minutes today, though. Admire your dedication to that grind. I'm looking forward to getting some of the pets. I wanted to buy at least one Miscellaneous Mechanica mount before I let myself buy any of the pets, but now that I have one mount, I feel like I could get the rest of the pets. And those I think will feel like they're coming much faster because they cost so much less. Like some of them are 5, some of them are 8. I think maybe one of them is 10. But not 25, certainly. Listen to your heart. Plus, I could do more chat lists if I brought alts out there. I'm 65 of 100 for chat, mate. Wow.
But
So many.
unraveling the Earthen's past
Not that
and
many.
decoding the Titan's
I've only been doing
designs
one a
is
week lately,
crucial.
but better than none. Technically counts. Yeah, nice. I found that the rares are up even more now that since Legion Remix started. Like, a lot of people that were doing this are probably farming Remix. Here's my pets. I got a crackling shard! I'm 7 out of 10! They do exist! I started to forget why I was doing this. Wow. Good luck for Halloween. Nice. Yeah, finish the loot. Maybe we'll get lucky, get two. Hazelnutty. You're good luck. I got my 7th crackling shard. We only need 3 more. That mount's gonna be worth it though, I swear. Happy Halloween, guys. There we go. I don't know why I got off my mount. There's no rare up here. Sweet Spark's not here. I think I just got caught in a tree. Torfuria is, though. We like that. I'm happy. You guys make streaming so nice. Appreciate it. One day, 22 hours. 4 hours. No, I don't think the New World quests are up yet. Tomorrow. Tomorrow we can do it. I think those are my biggest goals for this, for before midnight. Alanira and Kaiveza down. Like doing delves and things and remix, all that nice. Oh yeah, and remix stuff, that's right. In remix, I just want to buy all the vendor stuff and I want to get my mage to level 80 and get her class mount, her regular class mount. That's the main thing. I'm getting a couple of resonance crystals doing this, I don't mind that. I'm doing remix at the moment. It's lots of fun. Plus, like, a nice multitasking thing too, because the raids are so easy to run through. It's like a nice thing to have something on a second monitor, like me, or you know, other stuff. But like me. Okay, one. We need a Ramog from this guy. One Arachnids. Guys, I think they're called. Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween, Lee King. I hope you're having a fantastic holiday. Spooktacular. Haven't been doing my raids, just enjoying questing. Oh, nice. Is it nostalgic? Is it bringing you back? Surprised by how much it's captured me. Let's go check the backside. Clawbreaker Physics is up. Let's go take a look for, yeah. They're all up right now. I appreciate that at least for Isle of Dorm, even if you're on kind of a dead shard, it seems like they let the rares just all be up. They don't do that dumb thing they did for Zeralek Caverns where they despawn if no one's around. Not quite. Enjoyed Legion wasn't one of the super memorable expansions for me. Yeah, it's fair. Oh, a shield. Maybe that's why I get to rediscover it. I enjoyed the questing a lot more this time without the layers of like the actual Legion systems. You know? Not having to worry about trying to get my best Legion legendary. One nice thing about my Legion Remix alts actually is that I've stuck them onto such obscure servers and different ones for each of them that they'll be good for doing this when I eventually transfer them over. Not that I don't think you can transfer right now, but one day. Big variable for me too, thinking about it. Yeah, I feel like systems can really make or break how you experience content. I did stop playing Preservation Evoker. I switched back to Holy Priest during Season 3 of Dragonflight. So I was Pre-Voker for Seasons 1 and 2, but then I played Holy Priest for the 3rd raid. Thought you could transfer them now? Oh, maybe. I heard they turned it off, but I haven't looked into it. All of my info's third hand. Giving me a chance to really dig into the lore again, which I used to love, but fell out of in recent expansions. Makes sense. Twitch Armory link is old, still shows Pre-Voker. Yeah. I don't think I've updated those in years. I probably should. My info comes from dreams. I think my yeah. My command still says, oh, she's switching back. It's like, when was Season 3 of Dragonflight? I feel like it's been a few years. Source, wouldn't you like to know? Oh, nice achievement points. Oh, I thank you.
To our friends.
They just happened to me, you know?
For a friend of the
Is that an upgrade, actually? I shouldn't be vendoring stuff if I'm not sure if I need it or not.
Friend of the Grummles.
Don't need that. This character had kind of an eclectic mix of gear. Some of it was old. Miss Dragonflight so much these days it could become my favorite. I'm not ready for it yet, but I feel like Dragonflight Remix would go really hard. It was nice. Get her new tier set sorted. Not really gearing this character up, but she does something every now and then. BFA remix next, please. I want BFA and then Shadowlands. That's my wish list. But I mainly view remix as a way to catch up on cosmetics and not so much as a relive the expansion kind of thing. War Within didn't hit enough story-wise or raid-wise till Season 3, but the systems were great. I liked the zones a lot up until Koresh. I liked the raids a lot. The dungeons were great. I feel like the systems were solid. Valorstones kind of drove me nuts, but in a very low-key kind of way. I don't really love Dornegal, to be honest with you. Now that we're almost at the end of the expansion, I don't think I'm gonna miss it. It took me forever to find my way around this place. And I don't know, I guess the vibes are pretty, but I just didn't really feel at home here. Yeah, Veldraken I liked better. Although I was also permanently lost in Veldraken and did not do any better. Music didn't land as well as Veldraken. Annoying after you enter it for the first time. Yeah. Speaking of things I said I was going to do, I wanted to check out which pets are not leveled. I have 1,915 pets. Hang on. And 9 of them need leveling. The rest of them are all leveled. So I want to grab my pet charms and I want to pop over to the pet charm shop. Oh yeah, that's right. We were going to look at the November trading post. I'll do that too.
My prices to
Let me
be
just,
reasonable.
Grab these. Thorn being a squad where everything looks the same made it take a while to learn where everything was. Yeah, I learned most things in relation to where like my profession buildings were. But like for example, the pet shop I've learned is near my enchanting daily ish. This is the pet shop, I'm pretty sure. Pet charm trader up here. So I need 9 stones, which is going to cost me 315 polished pet charms. Hurts a little bit. I like the forge that kills you in Dornegal. I did enjoy that. That was funny. 1812 uniques, 2157 total. All but 3 are 25. Can't believe they didn't offer labels for the map. I found a weak red that for it and it helped a lot. Yeah, I feel like that could have gone a long way. I never got that weak red. I remember people talking about it. Alright, all my pets are leveled now. I have a spare 4,600 charms still. I feel like I'm diminishing my stash, but I don't think I'm going to run out. We'll see what they do. Alright, let's look at the trading post preview for tomorrow. We're going to be able to get into it tomorrow, but... Oh, I'm under 5,000.
My thanks for your patronage.
November's trading post is a bountiful thing. That is the fill the bar mount, the turkey mount. Doesn't seem like it's gonna fly, which kind of makes sense for a turkey, because it just says mount. It does not say skywriting mount or anything, so I think that's just a ground mount. Fierce and very large turkeys are now occasionally seen roaming the deep forests of Tirisfal after the blighting during the Fourth War. And then you've got some transmog collections. The apron is phenomenal. This outfit that's on the Pandaren lady here is the Villager's Country collection, and I feel like that's also very important to me. You've got a carrots and chilies. The orange carrots, I think it's also available as an offhand, but that's a weapon transmog. The chilies is an offhand. I don't really need the knife and fork, or the fork and spoon. And I don't think I need the corn toque. Give more turkey, please. Tooltip is very adamant it does not fly. And then there's another color of it for 500 tender that looks like that. Like a black, darker color of it. I think mileage will vary depending on the race combo. And then they have other stuff here. So you can pull it up on Wowhead to model view the stuff that they didn't show. Specifically, very excited about... not so much that one, but it's alright. There's a pot lid that is like a back piece. I think it's also available as like a shield or something. This one, wearable portable bakery. Need. Absolutely need. You've got a rolling pin. You've got like a hand beater. You've got a baguette. You have buns. I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate this, but I need it. I need it real bad. We also have a Cutlery Fanatic backpack. This one I can skip. It's just like a shield thing that goes in your back that has a emblem of a knife and a fork. The egg is pretty funny. It has a cracked egg here, and then you've got like chickens here, and then like a measuring cup situation, or I guess a ladle or something. Cute, but I don't know if I need that. Let's see. Sweatsuits. The country collection. We saw that already. Weapon transmogs. Yeah, so you can get the carrots as an offhand. There's also corn as an offhand. The pot lid and the Cutlery Fanatic thing can also be shields. We've got the loaf dagger. There's a rib rack axe. There's also a steak knife sword. So here is the offhand, the corn offhand. Just holds it in your hand. This is the loaf dagger. I need this very much. This was Data Mined ages ago, and I've been dying for it ever since. It's called the Stale 13 Grain Loaf. This is a dagger. So good. This is an axe. This is a rack of ribs. Smoked rib rack. It is a one-handed axe. And then this is a two-handed sword. Pristine great steak knife. That's not as exciting. I'm sure it's fine. Looks delicious. But I need all the vegetables, all the bread. I'm gonna need the Backworn Bakery. This is gonna set my tender back for sure. There's an apron. The apron is actually a tabard. You can get a chef apron tabard. It's got a big pocket in the middle. Cute little, I've never in my life seen a tabard that has this much detail on the back of it. That's kind of crazy. A little bow. Need that. The apron is 70 tender. If these values are true, and this is the World of Warcraft article, the bakery back piece only 95 tender? Yes, please. Especially because I'm going to need the country collection. Oh yeah, I can preview it on us. So this is, that's on a male human. This is very, this poor provincial town, very, Beauty and the Beast. What is that, medieval French? Give me a gnome. Give me a body, yeah, body 2 gnome. You've been begutted. I have not seen the new Resident Evil video. Yeah, this is adorable. I need this. This is happening. That's so cute. What else do we want to see it on? There it is on Draenei. We see Lady Elf. Yeah, all over that. Looks great. That ensemble's 440 for the set. The country attire, I think, is your more traditionally masculine version. Of course, you can have it for anybody. That's already hide your hair, so here. Kind of peasant armor. I don't think I need this one. It's kind of cool. I like the little tied-off belt. Plus, he's looking snatched. Let's see. Give me a male Draenei. That's what I want to see. Those are home clothes. Gladiator's battered armor for 850 tender. I feel like that might not be new. Maybe it's new. That's doing kind of a lot. But yeah, a lot of these weapons are fairly affordable, like sub 100 tender, so I'll be able to clean up. I don't think I'm gonna get the recolored turkey mount. I think having this color will do fine for me, especially because it doesn't fly. I guess you could maybe talk me into the carrot too. I'm not gonna wear it though. The set I need though, for sure. Need the big gold spoon. I'm so happy. Don't mind my Wowhead tabs. I'm trying to heat my office over here. It looks like a yellow raincoat set this month. I might need it now that it's yellow. I haven't gotten a rainy day kit yet. Curious George yellow might do it for me. 375 head, chest, waist, legs, feet. Head, chest, waist, legs, feet. Makes sense. Although I kind of want to stick it on somebody with feet. Who has feet? Humans? Normal? Hello? Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta have the gum boots. You gotta have the yellow boots. Because trolls aren't gonna show them. Neither of the Draenei are gonna show them. I don't know what happens if you stick like a Volpera in here. They must have. Nope, nope, no they don't. A cozy hazel afternoon, raining cats and dogs outside. This is fun. They might not have feet, but they do still look real cute in the coat. Yeah, this is gonna deck me. This is my favorite trading post that they've done in years. I'm so excited to do this tomorrow. Like I said, I've been getting my mileage out of the garlic offhand, so this will finally catch me up. Wish I liked Volpera. I don't think about them very often. They don't cross my mental radar. Just screams you the whole post. Apparently all I want in World of Warcraft is to run around carrying a bunch of food. So apparently that's all I've ever really wanted. Volpera literal boots with the fur. Oh. I was listening to that the other day because T-Pain put out a new song and then the other one auto-played after it. Things are going good around here. Alright. Speaking of, I am gonna wrap up for today. Club Husband was fun. I hope you guys have a fantastic Halloween. I will be on tomorrow morning, normal time, 9 a.m. Pacific, for Saturday morning Cozy Hazel stream. I've got trading post stuff to get. We'll go shopping, we'll make mogs, we'll get tender, it'll be great. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!